Let's go! I'm amazing! Yes, defeat! Lose the game. 闲了。
Viewing party?
I need to tell the rest. Let's go! Where are they? Wow, look at that! I can't wait to tell them. Ooh. Guys, do you guys want to go to the watch party?
Watch party?
Watch party?
What's that?
There are gonna be at least 200 people there for the love of Valorant and esports, and it's free entry, free flow of popcorns and ice cream. I promise it's gonna be amazing.
Yeah, I am so down for it. Let's go. Let's go.
Sure. Bring us here, man.
the world from the eye of the Horus. If you Alexander the Great, then I am the force. Coming straight from the mud like I am a lotus. So हाथियों का बल कैसे सकेगा तू मुझे रोका? देख तू कैसे मैं लड़ूं, तुम लोगों से ऐसे मैं डरूं. डरूं मैं जिससे मैं तरुण, पानी पे चलूं मैं जिससे मैं वरुण. चाहे मैं जीऊं या मरूं, जो करना चाहूं मैं वही तो करूं. आता है तू ना करीब, तू बेटी चीप, जब भी ना कटे ना तेरी ये जीप. Better believe you're gonna bleed. Pick up a seat, get your team. I'm the king of kings. Brother in arms in a battle. You all gonna die if you act like a vandal. Bring the realms to reality from every angle. This is the public service announcement from Mumbai to the rest of the world. I am a Raja. I am the Raja. भिड़ेगा तो उठेगा जनाजा ना. तू मेरी तरफ आना. आ गया तो होगा फिर तनाजा ना. ये भारतीय भाषा फिर दुनिया सुनेगी ये तराना ना. 'Cause I am the Raja. 'Cause I am the Raja. What do you see? I'm more than average, man. I'm a maverick, I can grow flowers on a barren land. Break a mountain with my bare hands and step back and cause a literal avalanche. Should've been about us traveling. अष्टभुजाएं मेरी जैसा मैं tarantula. ना है कोई तोड़ मेरा जब से पूर्वजों का ज्ञान मिला. मेरे जैसा मिलेगा कोई ना तू और चाहे जो भी था सबकी कबर मैंने खो दिया. तुम लगाओ के बोलिया कम पड़े गोलियां. चंद्रगुप्त में मौर्य या किला तू लोरिया. Come to me and you just gonna die. That's really a given. I am invincible and you are invisible. See, that's really a difference. Get out of my way or leave the world. The choice is yours. I don't kill my enemies, I play with them. That's what the toys are for. From Mumbai to the rest of the world, I am the Raja. भिड़ेगा तो उठेगा जनाजा ना. तू मेरी तरफ आना. आ गया तो होगा फिर तनाजा ना. ये भारतीय भाषा फिर दुनिया सुनेगी ये तराना ना. 'Cause I am the Raja. 'Cause I am the Raja. The world from the eye of the Horus. If you Alexander the Great, then I am the force. Coming straight from the mud like I am a lotus. So हाथियों का बल कैसे सकेगा तू मुझे रोका? देख तू कैसे मैं लड़ूं, तुम लोगों से ऐसे मैं डरूं. डरूं मैं जिससे मैं तरुण, पानी पे चलूं मैं जिससे मैं वरुण. चाहे मैं जीऊं या मरूं, जो करना चाहूं मैं वही तो करूं. आता है तू ना करीब, तू बेटी चीप, जब भी ना कटे ना तेरी ये जीप. Better believe you're gonna bleed. Pick up a seat, get your team. I'm the king of kings. Brother in arms in a battle. You all gonna die if you act like a vandal. Bring the realms to reality from every angle. This is the public service announcement from Mumbai to the rest of the world. I am a Raja. I am the Raja. भिड़ेगा तो उठेगा जनाजा ना. तू मेरी तरफ आना. आ गया तो होगा फिर तनाजा ना. ये भारतीय भाषा फिर दुनिया सुनेगी ये तराना ना. 'Cause I am the Raja. 'Cause I am the Raja.
Hello there, boys and girls. Ladies and gentlemen, in my time, I'd say good evening, but I guess if you are also in Malaysia, Singapore region, it is also an evening. So yes, my name's Zeno Viper. Joining me here is Shadow Banjo. We're gonna bring you the grand finals of today for the TTV tournament team, inaugural Berryfam's tournament for them.
Yep, and this is the first ever one, and we've seen a lot of talented streamers amongst their team. They fought all the way from the quarterfinals, and right now we're down to the last two teams. They'll be playing each other later on. Josh, you saw a lot of aces yesterday and knives. We saw knife kills and ace kills.
That was like, shout out to the Australian team, man. They've been absolutely hilarious, not gonna lie. So they gave us that content for that.
Yep, they did. So without further ado, okay, we now have our two team captains ready in our call. I'm gonna let them join in and see how they go. All right?
Absolutely. So yeah, let's just welcome them in. Yes. So who do we have here? It is going to be, of course, themselves, Ongi and Arkanan in the flesh. Hello, my two lads. How are you guys doing? Let's hear from Arkanan first.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm Kenny, I'm 19, I'm from Malaysia, and I'm very excited to play in the tournament today.
Ooh. If you can hear physical claps that's happening there, I would do it, but my mic can't pick it up. So, yes, how about let's hear it from Ongi himself too, also from Malaysia. How are you, my friend?
Hi everyone, my name is Victor, also known as Ongi. I'm turning 21 this coming Monday.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ladies, you heard it here first. Okay.
Yes.
So, all right. I mean, of course, now going head to head with each other after maybe 3 days of this playing, right? So, what do you guys expect coming up from this tournament first? Before I will dive into, of course, some housekeeping questions. I want to know how first of you all feel about the tournament.
I feel really excited, but also like I feel quite, how do you say, quite scared of Ongi's team. I know that like they have 3 people from one team, so I expect them to be like more coordinated. They have like more track in, and then yeah, I'm just scared about that.
Pretty humble says. Okay, what about Ongi's side?
Personally, I feel very nervous because from what I heard, they have one player who reached top Radiant #1, and then they also have Eno, who is a ex-Bleed coach. So I think the strats coming up will be quite deadly, very tough for my team. Yeah.
That's fair. Okay, so just a little bit of background about yourselves first. Of course, we start with Arkanan. How long have you been part of Berryfam Twitch team?
So I joined, I think, last week. I just joined last week.
Oh, wow. Really recent, and also you made your way onto the finals. Okay, that's gonna put Ongi on the pedestal now. In yourself, Ongi, how long have you been in here?
I joined, if not mistaken, for already 1.5 years already. Yeah.
That's actually pretty much how almost as long as how Berryfam has started restructuring, rising itself. So I guess you were one of the pioneers here. What do you So since this is our first tournament, right, that we've done for the streamers, it's been a long time coming because we had our own deal with like the seasonal tournaments. If you guys noticed, we had some, and of course the mini tournament, right? Since now we actually have it exclusively for streamers only. And if you guys don't know, and also viewers watching, actually the cash prize is only for the streamers, whereas we will recompensate with the team members with more loot boxes and also some berries. So now, when you know this format, what do you think about it? Let's start with Arkanan.
Honestly, I didn't read the thing properly, so I
team
think
member's gonna flame you, man, for not knowing this. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
It's all good. It's all good. Okay, sorry.
Okay, we'll start with Ongi then. Oh shit, sorry. What do you think now? Since you actually you are aware that this is only for you as the Berryfam streamer, right, exclusively. So do you think we should do this more? And if yes and no, how do we go about this in the future? And also, if we do it more, how often do you think it should be?
I think right, Berryfam should definitely host this kind of tournaments even more, because this is a great way for Berryfam streamers to get more exposure, and as well as also to upgrade their setups, because there are some streamers who struggle to get funds for their streaming hardware and all lah, and possibly also software. And also it also for Berryfam, it also is good for the gaming community.
Yep.
Yeah.
So it actually wins both ways, both for as the organization and the players / community, right? Good idea on that. So if Arcana and you're back, I just want to hear very quickly, what do you think? We should do this more? Should do this less? And if yes, if there any improvement we could have done?
I think definitely you should do this more, so that like Ongi said, like sometimes it's a bit hard to get the funding you need. Like my monitor is so ass, and I need it's just a great way for streamers to get like better gear and stuff.
Yep, you heard it here first, guys. If you want to un-ass your monitor, you will need to participate a little more in the streamer tournament, hopefully, to upgrade your setup if you win the grand prize. So anyway, speaking of the prize money, right? If either of you win, what are you gonna do with the 2,000 grand prize? Sorry, our cannon.
So I think what I'll do is split it evenly among my teammates first.
Oh.
And then I know, cause like I know you said like it's only for the streamers, but I think like they
even if your monitor is ass.
Yeah, it's okay. Monitor ass, friendship not ass. It's all good.
Oh.
Like,
Putting friends before the monitor, I
like they got me here. I played so bad, but then like my team did really well. So that's the only way I got into finals. So I think they deserve it all. And
yeah, guys, if he actually picks something other than the Phoenix, he might actually keep all the money himself. But yeah, now he's actually obliged to give it to the rest of his team. That was yesterday's match. Okay, so anyway, for Ongi's side, what do you plan to do with it if you win this 2,000?
Good question. I think go spend it all in Hai Di Lao for my birthday, man. You know what I'm saying?
You know what? This man's got his priority, because even our production man behind there is a hotpot fanatic. So if you're spending on the Hai Di Lao, this man's got to be invited. And so all of us. Okay. Anyway, good hearing from you guys now. So we also heard what you guys feel about each other. I think you both are extremely humble people, and it sets a good example to our community. It's great to know that you put each other in high regard in terms of competitive integrity. You want to move into it. Of course, give it your all. Now, I want to ask you guys to put down that pedestal just for a short while, because I want to hear shit talks from you both. All right?
Yes, sir.
I want to hear what Arcana has to say. Okay, to put Ongi down 6 feet under. Where I want to know what Ongi will have to say to Arcanon before he dumps another load on him.
I mean, just a little bit of recap, towards Twitch chat. For you don't know, okay, it's a tradition, in the Berryfam tournaments, okay? It's a tradition where, every single time in the grand finals, and today, especially, we have to hear some trash talk before we let them go. You know what I'm saying? Like, we have to have slight bit of a banter going on around there. So, Xenoviper.
You're too kind. You say banter, I just straight up say shit talk, man. Straight up.
Yeah, let's do some shit talk, okay? So, I mean, Xenoviper, I'll let you choose who's going to be starting it off with, okay?
Oh.
You'll have the honors for this.
The stage is actually theirs right now, but you know what? I want to hear it from Ongi first. What are you going to say to Arcanon to bring his spirits down?
Okay. I don't really know. Wait, let me think of it first. Wait. I'm not used to shit talking, that's why. I never shit talk in my MM game before. Okay.
There's always things called respectable shit talks, but yeah, we go ahead.
Okay. We are going to 3-0 you noob shit.
Wow, that is like the most polite shit talk I've ever heard. That is so polite. Wow. If you meet my mom, she'd ask me to marry you. So shit. Okay. Yo, Arcana, what you gotta say to Ongi, man?
I don't know. Good luck with that. We have First Love and we have Eno, so yeah, I don't think you can do that.
Okay.
Okay. Slight little burn. Okay. I mean, nonetheless, okay. So I mean, right now we're not gonna be holding on to you both for any more longer, because you have a match to prepare, and we'll let you guys go off And you know, good luck, guys. All the best. And you know, let's have a wonderful game of Valorant.
Alright, thank you.
Thank you,
Bye, guys.
GG. Good luck.
Good.
GG.
That's the shit talk because he said GG before the match begins. He know he's gonna win.
Yeah, GG.
Good luck.
Good luck,
Fast
everybody.
3-0.
All right, now so while we send the players away, we're gonna turn off their cam of course, but they will be joining their teammates in order to set up for game number 1. Remember, this is game. There's potentially 5 games that can happen if they play it super evenly. So I'm definitely not hoping for the clean 3-0 because you know I'm here for good Valorant with my boy here, Shadow Banjo.
I mean, it's been a while, Josh. I mean, you know, this last time we did this, I think it was like the very first season.
It is literally the first Berryfam tournament.
Yeah, and then hey.
And then it's like we never shared the stage no more. Like what the hell?
Yeah. And right now we're sharing it again, and you know it feels good to be casting alongside with you again. You know you look pretty dashing today.
Ah man, you can't be more dashing if you're wearing that jersey, hoodie that says champion, right? Because then, how can we top the man that is Pork championing himself there? What a man! So yes, guys, you already heard it here first. It is Team Arcanon versus Ongi, where you know that Arcanon was the wildcard team that skipped round 1, of course, because they had one of the stronger opponents. Ongi wasn't a wildcard team, right? No, I didn't remember. Yeah,
Ongi was not a wildcard team.
He actually played in round 1 too. So this is the map veto, guys. We actually have it here. Beautiful graphics by our production. Ascent is banned out. Are you not entertained?
Wait, no. They picked Ascent.
Is this pick or is this X-Min's banned, right? No.
I think they banned. Yeah.
Oh, this is the first time I'm seeing a graphic like this. That's actually insane. I should adopt this more. Okay, so the map pick doesn't say who's choosing the map pick. So, but if the attacking side goes to Ongi, I'm assuming that Arcanon picked this map, right? Okay, Arcanon. No, if for a side map pick, they should actually pick, and then the opponent picks the side, right? Okay. Anyway. All right. Anyway, for the side of Haven, I think Ongi's team going for defending. So we're actually gonna see these 3 maps. Okay, yeah, to disappear a little bit too fast. But if I'm not mistaken, I saw Pearl there, and I wasn't sure if it was picked or is it banned. I need to know.
It was picked. Pearl was picked.
Oh hot damn, this is mad. I don't know what to feel about this. It definitely is a breath of fresh air to move away from Ascent because there's all the best of ones yesterday was a lot of Ascents. So now we're gonna of course start the game with Ascent, but I'm just glad that we're gonna see at least an Icebox or a Breeze and a Pearl. It's interesting.
Yeah, I mean it's gonna be 5. I mean there's 5 maps to play out today. We never know how is it gonna go. Alright.
Yeah.
But before we even jump into the match, okay, the players are getting ready and all that, I just want to take a quick little time to give a huge shout out for Team Salty, one of our sponsors, for sponsoring the tournament. You know, they're funding this tournament, and without them, this wouldn't really happen. And our next sponsor would be pathplay.io. Pathplay, hey guys, if you guys want to get some loot boxes for your own, hey, please, okay, check out their website. You know, you can get yourselves a Berryfam Lootbox, okay, by just sharing the stream out to social media, okay. What more better to get than a normal loot box where you can get a Berryfam loot box?
Yeah, even on Pathplay's website, there is some creators there that you can also support and also complete their missions. So that's also one way you can earn a lot of loot boxes. We've been working pretty close with them on this endeavor. And trust me, some of the items in the loot boxes are actually insane.
Yep.
Okay, I've seen it. So also a quick refresher for you guys, where if you heard on the interview, you know the cash prizes is also only for streamers technically, while the streamers / teammates can also earn berries, in which way is our currency in our Discord channel to redeem little bits and pieces here and there. So that there is some there's a number of good redemption prizes you can take, and also since since the champion is the one that's walking away with $2,000, remember, we actually also have a second place prize pool. It is actually 1,000 ringgit. It's not like the loser is going to go away with nothing. Okay? So in this asset, allow me to also go over the vetting process again for the teams, in which way each team must have one Berryfam streamer, obviously, and they must also have a female player, also must be in the active roster, and each team must have an ascendant rank and also a and they must not be in the substitute slot. So therefore, shout out to the admins who made this vetting super, super balanced. I think this is one of our Berryfam pride, in which where all the tournaments that we had, we try to make it as balanced as possible. And so far, it has always been successful.
Yep, it certainly does. And so as well, like going on to the vetting process, I mean, like this kind of vetting process actually makes the whole tournament in general a little bit more fair, I can say, and a little bit more competitive at the same time, because you never know what your opponents, you don't know who your opponents are, and they might just surprise you with anything, and like anything can happen. And at this point in a game like Valorant, like it's there's countless possibilities of stuff that might happen in the game. So yeah, that kind of vetting process actually helps out a lot in the process. But also, we're jumping into our first map, Ascent, later on. And I hope, Josh, you're not bored of Ascent just yet. I mean, since yesterday you had a lot of Ascent games.
I've done so many competitions where first map actually is Ascent. I am done, dude.
I hope you're not that bored just yet.
I'd rather. Okay, fine. Since we're gonna be graced with the two other unconventional maps though, so it's not like that we rinse, repeat. Ascent, Haven, Bind, Ascent, Haven, Bind, Ascent, Haven, Icebox. It's always returning these three, because Breeze, Fracture, and Pearl always get spans out in real competitive, because it's just it has a terrible balance in competitive integrity. That's why we still don't see Fracture, even though Fracture has had a couple of reworks, right? Pearl is more of a wild card at this point, because some teams have been playing that a lot more than the others, and then some just don't want to risk it. So they ban it out just to be safe. And usually when it comes down to the decider, it's always one of the unconventional maps like Breeze or Icebox. But in this case, I don't exactly remember the map vetoes coming out, because that was a little quick. But all I know is that we're gonna start off Ascent, and then Haven is gonna be the second one.
No, second one should be Icebox.
Second one was Icebox? I think it was Ascent.
I think
it was Haven though. Now whether if the infographic comes up again, then we might just get it. We might just get it again. So don't worry about it, guys.
Our production shows us. So first map will be Ascent.
Oh wow, you're right.
Yeah, and then second match would be Icebox. Then we're going to Haven next, and then Pearl on the fourth. And last map, like you said, the unconventional maps. Breeze will be the final deciding map.
So Fracture actually banned.
Yeah, Fracture and Bind got banned, and I mean, in the state of Valorant right now, like nobody in specific in the APAC region, nobody really likes to play Fracture, for I don't know what reason, but I mean in terms of like the rework, I think the rework is fine. Just some people are not quite comfortable playing it. And Pearl, in fact, I think Pearl is more of a map designed in a way that you can just drop frags, like just W keying your way onto mid or mid art and stuff like that. And with the agent compositions right now shifting towards. Slowly shifting towards a Cypher meta instead of a Chamber, or both Cypher and Chamber together in a team.
So Cypher has made its way back to the meta game. That's what I also noticed recently. But what do you think of also Reyna making its way back?
Oh, I think Reyna making its way back. I think it's pretty good for like long angle maps per se. Like Ascent mid, you don't have to peek from CT or peek from market. You can just throw the leader out and eventually blind everyone. But nonetheless, we're gonna be jumping into our first map of the day in this grand final best of 5 series. It's gonna be Ascent, and Arcanon will be starting off on attack, and Ongi will be starting on defense. And by the way, looking at the team comps, actually, no one's going for the Cypher pick though. Everyone's going for the more normal, the more standard procedure kind of agent picks, Chamber, double initiator.
I think on other maps, Cypher is a little bit more warranted, but in Ascent specifically, yes, I sort of still do like Cypher in this map, but I think there are other agents that perform much better than that. In the case of like Killjoy and Chamber specifically, I don't know why. So, but we are moving into maps like Bind, Icebox, then suddenly I feel like Cypher can be a bit more viable because the map is larger, so the cams and the tripwires come in a little bit more handy. Here, a single Alarmo bot and a single trademark is enough to lock pizza. That's about it. And if you're attacking, just use it to watch flags. So, yeah. I like this. This is fine.
I mean, one of the reasons why people still play Killjoy on a map like Ascent is because, like, due to like the lockdown, there's a lot of potential on actually securing a site or maybe retaking a site if they really want to. There's a lot of spaces they want to play around. But oh, never mind. We're not going to see a Killjoy. We're just going to see 2 Chambers back in action. But here's the thing, though. As a smoke agent meta goes by, Ascent is one of the maps where people would prefer Omen, but this time we're going to be seeing Astra being picked up by Arcanon's team, and it's going to be played by Eno.
I don't know. I would kind of rotate between the Omen and Astra myself. It also depends on your team's synergy. Like Gravity Well, Nova Pulse with the KOs, Molly. There's so many AoE abilities that synergize.
And the Cosmic Divide as well. So
yeah, exactly. It's just the synergy to lock down entry points and choke points with the Nova Pulse and Gravity Well. It's just so strong. Whereas versus you have the Omen. Yes, you have arguably one of the strongest flashes in the game, and that's Paranoia, and the Dark Cover, Great Recovery. But then again, you argue that Astra has potentially 4 smokes if he doesn't use it for any other thing. So
yep,
really, both achieve very different objectives in the game depending on the play style. But other than that, every other pick kind of reflects the same thing. We see KOs, we see Jets, you know. Alternatively, I'm actually surprised without the Sova on Arcanon's team. I don't know how that will match up though, because Fate versus Sova, you know, there's a long argument going on sometimes where Fate can be a bit more aggressive, I think. Whereas Sova provides a better utility.
I guess, yeah. I mean, I totally agree with you. As Sova is one of the essential agents, is one of the essential picks on a map like Ascent because of all the plays that you can do with the recon dart. You can actually throw it anywhere. You just gotta look up, and the map is pretty well built for like how Sova's plays are gonna go. You can do a lot of drone styles on mid, a lot of drones on A, a lot of drones on B. But as for, I think for what people start to like shift towards the Fade instead of the Sova is because people want to be, like you said, like a little bit more aggressive. When they have ult, they can literally just use the ult and just execute on the site immediately. But we're stopping our pistol around. Oh, a little off angle by Acro. TP's away in time.
That's Jay that's keeping away, but Acro is holding down this angle. Look at that. Actually, the timing not working out too well for Jay. Maybe on the repick by Acro, and it is good. Jay's down.
Yep, he's down for the count. There goes the chamber though. No more trips on the side of a team Ongi, but they have to make do what's worth. They're slowly walking already up to short, and they do not know where First Love is. But on the other side, the main Arcanon trades it out with NF, and oh, what a shot coming over the team. Trades go left and right, and Arcanon just says no, and they just got the first round just like that.
Yeah, the trickling in onto A short wasn't really working out well for Ongi's team. Caught unsuspecting, there was First Love that just held it down, got 2. There was a beautiful one. But you gotta remember that they lost Jay very early on in the B side too, where you know they were trying to challenge his main. So down to 1-0, very early start.
That was unfortunate, to be honest. I mean, without the chamber, like you said, like all the sentinels right now, without you being alive, the traps will be, you know, deactivated. So gives them more room to flank around the map. Here we go. We can see Acro and Jay again going on a 1v1 fight down onto B main. Acro actually not playing it too aggressively this time. Higher on the corner, jiggling a little bit. Jay does not check the corner. He gets taken down though.
Good one where Mitsu immediately has to back out, and they spot him. It's there, and he was actually blinded. They're in for the hunt though, but they need to look for the rest of his teammates. They did find Ongi.
Oh, Mizern. Oh.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. He's blind. He was actually deafened too. But I think this is gonna be an easy one for Arcanon. As In's the last man standing. Is he a sub?
I think he is, but INF, those two can make wonders work with the Sheriff. But yeah, First Love just dings him multiple times throughout the long range, and you know, so sometimes the Spectre just does that kind of thing to you, and especially the aim punch, which is relatively annoying in some certain ways, I could say.
Aim punch?
The gun's built different, I guess. The gun's built different. I mean, you can kill anyone with a Spectre at this point. As for rifles, you don't actually get to kill anyone that often sometimes. But nonetheless, this is going to be a bonus round for Arcanon's team. Economy-wise, pretty healthy. But for Ongi's team, they do have to be very careful on this round, because if they do lose this round, they have to go for another eco. One goes out. Ooh, Ongi. Nice shot on Arcanon, but Jay's there for another one onto Acro.
Down at 4, 5 on 3 now is a good opening, since the rifles actually do make a difference. But you know, trying to play Smoke Criminal, he has to back off. Here's his drone. The movement back is actually pretty good. Now, in case you guys don't know, the Gravity Well actually affects the drone too. Ooh. And in that blind, Eno finds one. Ongi with the trade. This is another mid to A push through the 3s mark. And 2 members left alive only for our cannon side. Not looking good, but to remember, this is a anti-eco, so...
Yep. Still a bonus, so nothing too bad, but oh, first look actually catches another member from Team Arcana as Jay falls down, another gun down as well, so... not looking too good on economy next round, but they still have to keep these guns alive if they really would want to, you know, get that lead back again. You'll get the groove going on. But as for Rostam, throws out the haunt, doesn't catch anyone in the process. But first love pops a flash, throws the molly out. Oh, but Ellie though, onto a main, or from hell actually. Oh, but first love almost gets the flick, but unless Ellie denies it, and yeah, Team Ongi gets the round.
Rifle diff. Now, since 2 members also dead, there are gonna be some weird buys. Kind of trying to figure out what Ongi's going for.
Maybe stingers at this point.
Trying to think first love was 1 orb away from his ult earlier, and that was only like the 2nd round. Now he's got his now command, and that's gonna be devastating because it stops a multitude of things. It stops Hunter's Fury, it stops Tour de Force, but none of the members of Ongi actually has those yet. So maybe he just might save it once he sees those ult comes online.
Yep, and like you said, the ult from KO null command is... Oh, but never mind that, as he didn't even get a chance to even peek, as he got shot through the smoke immediately. He got taken out. That's unfortunate, but Mizern and the rest is going to be staying on to mid, slowly lurking out, trying to catch Arcana in the process, and Arcana just misses the first op shot. Dashing away to safety, but Mizern knows very well where Rostam is. Dashes in, but couldn't get the gun up in time. Rostam punishes him for it.
Yeah, the rearm a little bit too long, and the positioning from Rostam was good. It actually catches out this jet push out, but Acro is caught unsuspecting. There's a random J that's up on B, and that's about it. So now they know B side might be compromised because Market might kind of initiate this push. Rostam can't really do much. This is the last of the utility. Horn is out, and that's it. Gotta rely on that weapon, plus half heals only. They might have to give up B-side.
Yep, they do have to give up B-side. As the man advantage still is on the side of Ongi. It just favors them as attackers. You know, they traded out each other very well. But INF on the other side gets Arcanan. No more op in play. This Rostam still hiding onto CT. The shock dart actually does get him though. Drops him down to 50. Right now, Eno is still onto mid, going for the lake. They're trying to catch any exit frags. I think they're just saving this round. They're not going to be doing anything crazy. They're trying to pick up as much against, but INF eventually picks off Eno. And then Rostam will be there for the trade though, but there's nothing much that he can do. Has to save the up. Will he get it though? He will not get to save the up. As the economy for the side of Team Arcanan might just go down in drain after this one.
They even opt not to retrieve that operator, knowing that they're on attacking side and they can't really give it onto the Jet because Jet needs to burst onto site. I don't know, like what you mentioned, the economy is not gonna look good, and this is our cannon side where they won the first 2 rounds, but now really with the gun diff coming out, the bank will start to grow for Ongi's team.
Yeah, Arcadian has to be, you know, they have to do whatever they can on this one since it's their eco round. So I mean, in all Berryfam tournaments, even in professional tournaments, you can see sheriffs and headhunters and even normal SMGs can do wonders in eco rounds. We just have to see how this plays out. As I can see the Marshall spam going on to B-Link by First Love. Acro though, walking down onto B-Link. Where's the pop flash? And Rostam immediately gets Jay off guard, and INF is there to trade. Rostam stuck in market. Door's gonna be closed down, but he gets tagged and gets picked up by INF on mid, but he doesn't know where Acro is.
Come on, Sabrosa, and Acro is having some difficulty finish on in F. With a triple kill for him. And now they know where Eno is too, because they were firing a couple of shots up there on Cat. But I'm down. 3-on-2 situation now is looking good for Ongi's team suddenly. Just super low. Spike is down, and they only got 2 members alive for this retake. Is it another safe round? I don't think so. They might look to contest this.
Yeah, they might actually do. And I mean, since they recovered, they have to give their life up anyway at the end of the stage of the game. But let's see how this plays out. But Eno has the gun, still might get some picks. Nope, but Mizun says no picks for you today. So Arcanan will still be on boat, just waiting for any exit frags in play. He will not, as Ongi just looks over them and says goodbye, sayonara. Oh, but Ellie, Ongi unfortunately does not survive the spike. But
Eco round, understandable, right? Yeah, so you can't really do much in that case. They still brought them down to like what, 2-3 members alive. Of course, one dies to Spike. Would you say that's good? Or check the economy again? I feel like
I think that's good enough,
yeah, because
I guess.
every death counts here because no one really racked up any savings just yet, right? For the creds.
Yep.
So every death will matter where someone can't afford the full buys or full shields for that matter.
Yep, but oh, no commando being popped out immediately. 0 point as well being thrown out. Oh, this is actually a full-on sended onto B. As you can see, Acro, the only guy inside getting stuck. Paranoid goes up, it does not get him. He is holding back side under his dear life. He gets one. Those spikes don't really get two. Yes, he will, but will he get three? But he will not. That's the Cosmic Pulse. Actually, blocks up a little bit of vision, but nonetheless, Rostam here to assist the team.
He's got a man advantage, by the way, for our cannon. Yep. This is a long time since they got this man advantage. And right now, they're up at 4 versus 2. Jay dead in the meantime, and everyone's there playing on site. This is going to be pretty hard. Wrongies need to hold on if you want to go in. Here we go. Pulls out the seas at a really awkward time, but Eno still takes out Meatsurn. Last man standing. They know it's going to be on Boathouse. It has to be a confirmed Boathouse.
Yep. Wait, what is Astra's stun
Nova
call
Pulse.
again? Nova Pulse, okay.
You're close. You got like
Yeah.
the first half.
Yeah, I called it
second
Cosmic
half.
Pulse. I was thinking about the ult that, you know, like how is it gonna be eventually played out? Because I haven't seen the Cosmic Divide just yet.
Nah,
I'm really surprised to see what Eno does with the Cosmic Divide, I guess.
Nah, bro, it's Cosmic Davai.
Cosmic Divide. Shout out to Paper X.
Yeah, shout out Paper Rex, man. Where Davai never actually played the Astra.
Yeah, he's on
Ever.
Chamber.
It's always Mind Freak that plays it, but
Yep.
calling it a Cosmic Davai is absolutely hilarious on stream.
I mean, sometimes we do see Divide picking up smokes from time to time in his rank games, as whoever watches the stream. But nonetheless, this is round number 7. Tour de Force being popped. Oh, updraft. And the Recon actually scans out where Rostam and Arcanon is. They have to back out immediately. Acro, Tour de Force, and on the side of the map, Arcanon gets the kill as well. Two up
Straight up
immediately.
op diff, yeah, I was about
Yep.
to say. Nothing beats a one-shot, one-kill tasty. But we talk about the equalizer real quick. It's still 3-3. Looks like a lot of time has passed, but not really. A lot of ultimates up. So on the decider, on the defender, sorry, does not catch up. Blitzern. My guy just landed 2 kills just like this to equalize it up.
Yeah, but he has to be careful where Acro is, though. He's holding the Tour de Force still onto stairs. Will he get him? But no, Acro just diffs him in hand. And Ellie, holding the recon dodge, trying to get some info out. 2 men left on the side of Team Ongi. Jay still trying to get a pick, but they have to be really careful where Acro is. I don't think they really know where Acro is. I mean, yes, they do know that he is on stairs, but I don't think they know that he was still there. And yes, he will. Rendezvous out of the way. Picks up Jay. And all left to the Sova. Ellie, all alone on the B main. And yeah, Acro just says no.
Easy one. 3 members left alive too. I think an operator could have been found. I'm not sure. Did they
I don't think they
recover
picked it up.
operators? Yeah, I doubt it. The jet died in market though. There is one for a cannon, but I'm not sure if that was a buy. I don't think so though. I think they may have recovered it. I'm not too sure. The creds are insanely high for our cannon's team right now.
Yep.
Okay.
On the side of Ongi though, I mean on the side of Ongi, they still can afford to get some guns down, but as for Jay, he has to be using his Headhunter again. You see Acro? Oh, Arcanon just gets deleted out from the Headhunter.
That was an updraft, right?
Yep, that was
updraft.
Yep, that was the updraft. Yep, and dear God, what a turn of events. 11 HP left though on Acro. But Rostam still holding on to short with his dear life. And they do know where Mizzen is right now on the map. Shot down the trademark. But Acro still holding on to the op. Oh, they don't know where Rostam is though. Oh, now they do. Haunt being thrown out as well. Things are moving relatively slow, and they're going for this full mid push. Door has been broken down as well. Will Acro get a pick? No, he won't as Ellie swings wide. Catches him, but they do not know where First Love is. They only see where the 0 point was. And First Love on backside gets 2.
That's the boathouse kill, and with only Omen left on side, they will get the peek, and Ongi gets the better of him. That's actually pretty good. First Love has done a lot of damage. Rostam thundering down to mid, can't get the weapon out in time. INF actually takes him down with the pop flash. It's good for 2 kills. This is another equalizer. by this time coming out from Ongi's team. First Love holding it down, couldn't get the final kill on the Omen, was definitely game-changing.
But man, these two teams are going back and forth on each other this time. No, we couldn't really see like what we previously saw on previous games. You know, like we see some one-sided games, or sometimes we see very close games. But this is a great way to start off our best of 5.
Yep,
100% good way.
If it really does go to the home stretch, I don't know. We had all best of 1s in the round 1 quarterfinals and semis, and then we decide to have just a best of 5 for grand finals. Shut up, production. Okay, Monka Giga, both players are actually alive. That should have happened. Something would have died there, but I don't think Jay would want to repeat this. This is a one-shot, one kill. This man has balls of steel.
Man, like Jay, we have to give props to him, man. Like he challenges that up like nothing, and the hunt goes out. Gravity Ball being used as well. A lot of members on the short though. Mizun throws out Cloudburst, but the Prowler is there for the hunt, as you know, will get his first. Will not get the second though, as trades go back and forth from both teams. And INF will catch first love on the other hand, but Acro though would make things even down to a 2v2. Arcanon and Acro.
Spike planted.
Have to go with his retake.
Where like, dude, they're all so low from our cannon's side, and plus, most of the time these are spike plants, so it's not like the objectives were ever a problem. It's all about that retake. But since it is so neck and neck with each other every single time, it's hard to place if there was any fault for both teams, because it just comes down to typical Valorant. Down to the 1 versus 1 most of the time. Yeah, you're gonna check health. 1 down.
Arcanon though. Does he know where Ongi is? Playing high, needs to go around the corner. He drops in the wrong timing. Pulls out the shorty, but nonetheless Ongi tracks him down though. But that was just unfortunate timing.
Yeah, the push out was good, and it actually caught Arcanon unsuspecting. Ongi's movement was great. Out of hell, moved to generator. Arcanon wasn't ready. Tried to updraft and get the get the shorty, right? But Ongi, all he needs to do is just track him, and he got the kill. Easy.
Yeah, but and Arcanon was like 70 HP left in that fight, so nothing much he could do. It's a 50-50 for him fighting against the full HP Ongi. At this point, it's gonna be another save round for the side of Team Arcanon. Oh, Astra, making the one way though. Oh, they do not know where the rest of the members are. The 0 point does reveal where Eno is.
A good last-minute decision to take back the star, because he knows that he's gonna be suppressed. So he also doesn't want to lose his life as fast as possible. Though he is suppressed. He's the back out, makes it out in time. Gotta move on to the controller, and Jay's gonna open up inside. Okay, he dropped super low, but the site is free for the taking. What a commanding lead that was. That's a throw. Smoke. It's down, but I gotta know that he was low.
No shot at Jay. Tries to get a pick, but unfortunately he can't get it just in time. He has to rendezvous out from the way. Arcanon with the blade storm gets one. You did not check the other one. The hell from Ellie gets him off guard as Jay trades going back and forth. Rostam though, 2 sheriff kills. Ongi going back for the trade, and Ongi will finish up the job as he retakes that site for himself. Man, oh man, that was an explosive round.
That wasn't even a retake at this point. They just really held it down to the wire. I feel like our Cannon's team was a little bit scattered as they want to move in. Rosestone gotten some really insane kills, but it just wasn't enough. I think the coordinations and the 1-2 tag team was stronger on Ongi's side. And now this is like possibly the furthest lead we've ever seen in a long while, because they were always tied up the score, 1 ahead, retie again. So the best case scenario for both teams, 6-6 to end up first half. That's going to be fine, but this is full buys for both teams. No one on any eco or anything.
Immediate paranoia and 0 point being thrown out. Push Arcanon away from B, and this is going to be a full send it onto B. We can see the Shrouded Step and the dash already making plays, and Rostam and Arcanon just denies this entry pretty quickly.
Arcanon's movement is absolutely impeccable. He moved forward and found a random jet sitting there, so that's insane.
Yep. Does know where Jay is, but INF on the other hand gets Rostam off the board. The 4v3. Arcanon just not checking hard left, and Nelly picks him off. Acro still has the up in play. He will get the pick on the Jay though. Now 2 members live. 1 more in the chamber. No pun intended, and yes he does. Finishes off the round with finesse.
Oh, y'all thought that was the one for Ongi's round to win, because they caught the Jet looking the wrong way. It's not that he didn't check. It's that the the KO actually threw a really good flash. He was trying to dodge the flash, but then one of the attacker's teammates just pushed in and found the kill. So that was absolutely insane. That was the lead they should have gotten, but then Acro just comes in and gets 3 kills like this. 100% illegal. Plus now total force available for them by the defense too. So, really best case scenario coming into light.
Yeah, I mean he did it with finesse as well. Everything hit. You know, everything's one bullet, one bullet, one bullet. It was so nice to watch. You know, in a game like Valorant, you know, these satisfying moments. And Acro back onto his POV. You can see him with the tour de force holding down onto B Link. Ellie, or they do not know where INF is. Molly does clear out the left, but will not clear the right as INF. He will get picked off immediately as I think both of them surprised just like why is he's like why is he here? Why are you here?
Acro had a slight brain lag there for a minute. I was like, and the best part was no one shot each other.
Yeah, both of them were like stunned. They were like, what's happening here?
2 points away from the tour de force is Jay. And still holding on to this cosmic divide. Hasn't used it for all these rounds.
Yep, very well though.
That's to prevent anyone from pushing in and no one's got what a paranoia from main. That is an insane paranoia, by the way. So, a core player gone. Now with the man advantage from the collateral. First Love has a lot of things to say about that. Still, Ongi retaliates. Still, they're gonna trade it up. This seesaw movement to left and right. It was one for Arcana's team to win, right? But now it's gonna be Ongi on the advantage.
Yeah, and don't think First Look can be revived by Ongi just yet. There's Arcana all left alone in this 1v2. Still very winnable though, but right now he has to deal with Ongi and Jay. But Jay still has the Tour de Force in play. Also switches to gun immediately. The Tour de Force be used though. Nope, he will not as Ongi finishes up the job with the Spectre.
Let's play.
Oh, man, making the 7-5 first half.
Bro, we talk about those collaterals. We talk about those like momentum shifts from these two teams. It is literally back and forth. I don't say back and forth way too many times, but this is the epitome of one. Not just in the scoreline, but the kills and the frags and the round advantages. Now 5-7, we don't see the 6-6, but what a close game it is. It's a full reset now for both teams. It's all about who brings it up to the home stretch, because you can be neck and neck all the way. Honestly, I don't doubt an overtime even.
Yep, the game itself is not ended just yet. You know who reaches 13 first will eventually get the win, but have to see if this like what you said, right? It could go out to overtime, or it could be just a straight up win. But we have to see how this goes. As Mizern positioned very aggressively with the chamber, the prowler. Oh, what a shot from Mizern! And Jago was in there for another trade. Knows where the spike is already. And they're both very healthy on HP, but Mizern, in the other hand, gets taken out. Oh, Jay misses the first headhunter. INF will be there to help him. He used the rest of his 100 bullets though to catch First Love. Picks up the Sheriff in hand. No left to Acro in his 1v4 in this pistol round. Grabs back the spike though. He has 4 bullets to work with. Will he get all 4?
I was wondering. Yeah, Ongi's team, right? He was on site, and Jay was ready to take off the head, and then randomly he just died. You saw that, right? Yeah, someone from Boathouse actually got the kill. That's a very good crossfire from them.
Yeah, INF says, hey man, you need some help? You know?
Hi, boom, I'm gone.
Yeah.
On our screen, like, literally on the observer screen, we see his head blown off. As Jay was about to shoot. Oh my god.
It's just Valorant things, Josh. Just Valorant things at this point. But we can see on the side of our Arcana's team though, they're going for a relatively very saving kind of buy. Yeah. Jay not buying anything besides, holding down onto the Sheriff. Will he catch Arcana though? Yes, he will yet again. Draws first blood.
Arcana is gonna start to being sat down if he gets first pick and always loses his life half the time. But then again, to be fair, he's trying to open up for his team, get this crucial information. But if he loses his life in the meantime, then it amounts to nothing. But to be fair, this is an anti-eco round for them, so.
Yep. Oh, Acro spots out Mizern. Jiggles it back though. First Love barely surviving. 65 should be but Eno with the lurk catches Mizern though. Oh, they don't know where LA is with the off angle. Making a 3v4 now.
4-3. There's a lot of Arcana's side that is super low. So the fact that if he can make it in for a plant, that would be good enough. Eno's efforts.
They don't know where Jay is. They don't know where Jay is. This could go very wrong. He gets one, and Ongi will be there to get the second. And Eno all left alone onto
30
mid
seconds left.
against 4 hungry defenders searching for him. But he still has a Spectre in hand and still very healthy on HP, but no more stars left to use. He will not
What a
get
flick. Yeah,
Oh,
I'm gonna take the
man.
words out of your mouth straight up. I
Yeah.
know you wanted to say that, dude. The flick was
What a
horrendous.
flick.
5-9 scoreline here to kick it off, and it was a streak to end the first half and moving on towards the second half like this. That's the momentum if I ever seen one. The trail starts to, starts to take place. Mountain is gonna be super hard to climb for our cannon if this goes on way too far. If they do nothing with these rifles that's coming up after this.
Yeah, and they have to be very well aware of their situation on the economy side as well. Like what you said, this round, if they really don't get the value of it, even if they win this round with 2 bodies up alive, it's not gonna be the best of situations for them. Right now, Arcanon already leading the charge. The pop flash, Shaymar tags him though. But will he check the logs on where Jay is? Goes for the glide. Glides up a little bit on mid, and you can see First Love and Arcanon making their way down onto mid. Does not check where logs is, and Jay! First Love chasing up on the Acro, quickly trades him out as well, getting another pick. But Ellie though, unfortunate, as just picks him off.
I'm not even sure if there's a gun dip at this point because they just lost their members due to not checking.
Yep.
Yeah.
Not checking enough corners for the side of the Mongi, but INF just in time to get it. 0 point. Did not get destroyed. Eventually reveal where First Love and Eno is, and no suppressing them in the process. Eno still has 1 star left to play around. But for First Love, not much usual being used, and the pop flash goes up. INF gets better of it. 4 kills in this round for himself, and Team Mongi not looking good. Looking real good.
Yeah, the rifles made no difference.
Yep.
They lost a couple of members up on B side. They didn't check logs. We saw the epitome of that. But man, the way they held it down for Ongi's side already. They managed to get a plant, sure. But I guess losing those 2 members was kind of rudimental in needing to hold on side. And they didn't get that. Super tough. Now 5-point deficit to even try to tie it up. Operator in hand for our dear Chambers. Look it out to B main. Oh, this gamble is gonna be so good. Jay might find some good kills.
Oh, they're both pushing out as well, doing the same thing. The Prowler dog getting shot up. They don't know where the op is, and Jay will pick off Eno. Rostam with the Sheriff pre-firing around the angles, but not getting. But first slow with the Marshall shot.
Good one.
The hand off
Left,
Ellie.
that's on mid, and the pizza will be mollied out. It's on now 92. These are a couple of Marshall shots. Holy damn, that's a firing squad of Marshalls. I don't know what that is. That's probably the most Marshall shots I've heard in sequence in my history of casting Valorant.
Yep, INF though catches Rostam just in time. He'll be backing off away, rejoining his squad as the rest of the side of Team Arcanon. Oh, they're all going in, but Ongi says no as he mows them down into that meat grinder of a short. They can't do anything much. Songi securing the round for the team 11-5. 1 more round to secure the match point, and 2 more rounds to secure them the first map win. But anything can happen. Anything can happen.
Mates. Well, we call a close one, but really when the stretch really started to happen, and that is we're going free fall.
Yep.
Yeah, our cannon is really on the free fall of points as every one of them start going to Ongi's side. Stars being placed up preemptively onto mid, as well as Cat try to get this push up. Yes, Cat immediately smoked, considering that was an eco round for our cannon side. Now they got the weapons, they really have to reset this up to prevent Ongi's team from getting that match point.
Yep, but look at A main though. Jay catches Acro, and on the other side of the map, Mizern catches Eno. No more smokes for the side of Team On. No more smokes for the side of Team Arcanon already. And this would be a little bit tough for them. This is gonna tags him up by INF. Oh, what a nice shot on INF. Trades it back though. But down to a 2v5. If they lose this round, they have to go for a full-on pistol save. Oh my god, Mizern!
Mizern really earned that one.
Someone check him PC.
Yeah, this is not normally, right?
Yeah, this is not normal, man.
Normally, get with the program.
Yep.
Yes, guys, this is it. I think this eco round now for our cannon side Yeah, we can see sheriffs and marshals making a difference, but wait,
they
do they
actually have some money to buy.
creds? Yeah, they
Yeah,
have
they
some
still have credits to buy, so
Yo, they're on a lose streak to the point where they actually have creds after like losing 2 rounds in a row. Hot damn.
yep. But will this be the last round though? We never know. It's the 0 point. I think I should reveal some of them. Oh, but an all command just in time. Getting popped as Jay will be stuck on hell. He has the up in hand. He will get haunted though. I know where they are, but he retaliates. Ongi there for trade as well and misses the shot in first love, and INF will trade him out back and forth. Macro getting killed onto INF indefinitely. Tour de Force being popped out as well for the side team. Trading back and forth, and Rosam will kill 2. And he will be able to revive first love. 3 HP left though as Acro with the Tour de Force cleans out Mizern. Man, oh man! Good execution.
He found that collat. I mean, that's on Rostam's side. This was the one where I think ultimates really made a difference. There was a lot being committed on that side. Almost 3 in fact. So now with 2 left in this arsenal, that is going to be the Fate and Astra. Still keeping their weapons with the side of, except the of course, he's on Spectre, but that's okay. I think with the amount of ultimates, they should be able to still make this push, but what do they know? Ongi's side having his own null command plus the Jet Knife is going to make a difference. And yes, the one way coming out in favor for Ongi's team.
Well, this would be a good thing for Eno though if he decides to pick up the gun from his teammate, but Mizern doesn't really know where Acro is. Could catch him off though, but Mizern thinking twice before peeking this. Flash goes out. Tailwinds away just in time. But man, this is going at this point right now, because this is the last round. If they do like make a mistake, and both these, I mean, Ongi's team is playing really cautiously. They do not want to make any mistakes at this point, and Mizer's still holding it really aggressively. But does first slip catch him though? Pop flash goes out. He will get 1. He will still get 1.
It's still only 1. The flash was a bit question mark because 3 actually got caught, right? But let's see how they're gonna hold this down and try to get this side. I don't think they can commit, knowing that they've lost too many members. 4 alive for the Ongi side, and they're all back to default. They might think they're rotating.
Yep, they are. The recon drone didn't spot them in time though, as the recon drone was fully flashed from that KO flash. Right now we can see Arcanon's team running their way downtown, but a collat kill yet again from Jay makes Rosam in a 1v4. Rosam will get 1 though, but Jay finishes up the job, securing map 1, 13-6. Closing out map 1 on the side. Man, Josh, the amount of collat kills in this one game,
I think it's enough past the entire. I won't say series because it's our first game of the series, but yesterday there was the levels of collapse was also insane, and of course the amount of 4Ks that came up as well. What a beautiful game by this one, and of course stellar performance by Ongi when they start to really make that stretch forward all the way. I think for their attacking power is way too overwhelming. So nothing on the side of our cannon that he can do. Like you can tell that he's actually being suppressed a lot. 8, 16, and 3 for him. Yeah, not really having the best game, but let's see how they will recover. After all, this was Ongi's map pick, right, for a sense. So yeah, understandable. Let's see if our cannon can reform on Icebox that's going to coming up next like this.
Yep, I mean, I really hope to see how Team Arcanon will be responding back since it's their map pick. Like in the map like Icebox is pretty diverse, a lot of elevations going on. Then get to see some sneaky Viper plays. In a sense, we can see all those Vipers pair, Snake Bite, Small. I mean, I just want to see lineups, man. Like nobody ever really did lineups besides Scherzinger.
That's gross. Yeah, you know why? Because you are a lineup king yourself, okay?
Yes, I want to see some lineups, baby. Okay, like lineups are very entertaining to see and very satisfying if you get the kills though. And
that's only if you get the kill.
Yeah, okay. I mean in the Icebox. So, but yes, we'll be jumping into a short break, and we'll see you guys in a bit. And the next map will be Icebox. Catch you guys later.
Looking at the world from the eye of the Horus. If you Alexander the Great, then I am the Forest. Coming straight from the mud like I am a lotus. So हाथियों का बल कैसे सकेगा तू मुझे रोक अब देख तू कैसे मैं लड़ूं तुम लोगों से ऐसे ना डरूं तरूं मैं जैसे मैं तरुण पानी पे चलूं मैं जैसे मैं वरुण चाहे मैं जीऊं या मरूं जो करना चाहूं मैं वही तो करूं आता है तू ना करीब तू बेटे चीप जब तक कटे ना तेरी ये जीप better believe you're gonna bleed pick up a seat get your team I'm the king of kings brother in arms in a battle you all gonna die if you act like a vandal bring the realms to reality from every angle this is the public service announcement from Mumbai to the rest of the world I am a Raja I am the Raja भिड़ेगा तो उठेगा जनाजा ना तू मेरी तरफ आना आ गया तो होगा फिर तनाजा ना ये भारतीय भाषा फिर दुनिया सुनेगी ये तराना ना 'Cause I am the Raja 'Cause I am the Raja What do you see? I'm more than average man. I'm a maverick. I can grow flowers on a barren land. Break a mountain with my bare hands and step back and cause a literal avalanche. Should've been about traveling. अष्टभुजाएं मेरी जैसे मैं tarantula ना है कोई तोड़ मेरा जब से पूर्वजों का ज्ञान मिला मेरे जैसा मिलेगा कोई ना तू और चाहे जो भी था सबकी कबर मैंने खोदी क्या तुम लगाओगे बोलियां कम पड़े गोलियां चंद्रगुप्त में मौर्य या किला तू लोरिया come to me and you just gonna die that's really a given I am invincible and you are invisible see that's really a difference get out of my way I'll leave the world the choice is yours I don't kill my enemies I play with them that's what the toys are for.
All right, ladies and gents, welcome back. We are just coming in hot from a really insane game by our Canon versus Ongi's team in this grand finals of this BerryfamTS Twitch.tv tournament team. My name is Zeno Viper. Once again, it is joined by Shadow Banjo that we will be your commentators for tonight as we are moving to map number 2, which is going to be Icebox.
Yep, and it's going to be a spicy one. And like I said, I'm just waiting for lineups, okay? I want to see
I like how we begin the broadcast and he's like lineups.
Yes, I want to see lineups. Okay, as a guy who plays a lot of Sova, hey, I want to see lineup. I'm pretty sure there will be a Sova, or maybe I think people will opt for the Fade pick in Icebox. I mean, right now, as of right now, I think the meta is favored more towards Fade in Icebox, but we don't know just yet. But yeah, we're gonna see how this plays out. But I'm gonna put you on the hot seat, you know, before we jump into our map, our second map. Okay, who's gonna take this map?
If Ongi picks Ascend and actually won his map, I'd like our Cannon to win his own map pick, right? So, yeah, since this is our Cannon's Icebox own map pick, if we actually win this, we need to go to at least game 4, in which we will see Pearl. Otherwise, we are going to end up with just Icebox and Haven. Do you remember what our decider map was?
Breeze. This name was Breeze.
It's just Breeze, right? So Fracture and Bind was banned. Okay. That's totally fine. When you're moving into a map like Icebox, there's just signature picks you can't deviate from too much, because otherwise you just drop your entire team's efficacy by like 30-40%. So you see three token picks, right? There is going to be Viper, there's Chamber, there's Jet most of the time.
Yep.
So I almost want to put in Sova as one of the token picks, but like you said, these days some of them has been switching that out for that Fade. So that's why I'm removing him away from that equation real quick. But for some reason, Chamber is still the dominant Sentinel of choice compared to having a Killjoy or a Cypher.
I think people would. I mean, in terms of people rather pick Chamber up instead of Killjoy, I think it's because of the versatility of Chamber. You can be aggressive, you can be passive, and yes, even though you have that one trip, but that one trip sometimes, if you place it in spots that people wouldn't really expect, it could really catch you off guard, and that trap has a big, quite a big radius as well. So I think people more often do that, and you got extra guns as well. You got the Headhunter, you got Total Force, and it's pretty deadly if you really hit your shot. So I think people are leaning towards the more aggressive Sentinel instead of like Killjoy. You can you put down turret, put down your alarm bots, and then you can just chill with the flanks, or maybe even hold down a position where your turret and alarm bot is still active. But in a sense, right now, I think right now people were more up to chamber instead of Killjoy. I mean, I still see Killjoys being played on Icebox, more than I see Cyphers being played. Cyphers not really recommended here, but in a sense, right now, we can see Sovas right now, and actually both teams are running single initiators. Yeah.
Double duelist with Reyna?
Yeah.
This is the exact mirror.
This is the exact mirror match that we all wanted to see.
Wait, is there seriously a meta game that I am unaware of right now? Is Reyna actually meta now?
Okay, so after the recent change of Reyna, the Leer has infinite range. Yeah. So like the near side is infinite range, so you can do it anywhere. But in a map like Icebox, where there's so much elevation, where that Leer can clear off a lot of it, clear off a lot of elevation angles for you. In a sense, it allows you to play more aggressively, and you have that soul orb to either devour or maybe even dismiss away. So it's very self-sustaining agent. Very self-sustaining agent in a map like Icebox. But right now, though, we can see talking about Reyna's Arcana getting the first pick on the Ongi, and Blizzard trades him back, and Acro though, trades going back and forth this time. The pace is different from the last game, Josh.
Spawn 3, when the spike is down, they're actually not committing. They are on the deficit for the manpower. So if they want to really push in, they need to get coordination up. No Viper means no wall. No wall means precarious angles to get caught out from. But look who's caught out. It's actually the counterpart for INF. He's down. And our cannon too. Down to 3 versus 2. And they're still not looking to push in. The spike is not retrieved yet. They're waiting for these overzealous pushes. But they might not be getting it. So Ongi's team, they will make a reset.
Yep, Arcana is actually not falling for it. They're not going to be pushing. Oh, but INF just in the right timing catches Rostam, but we had to quickly trade him off, and now down to Eno in this 1v2 against Mizern and Ellie. Ghost in hand, still has a snake bite to work out with. Tags a few onto Mizern. Ellie with the recon dust scans where he is. He gets tagged out quite a bit, gets scanned in the process. He's turning left and right. Nothing he can do, but no! He actually catches Ellie, and does not look the right way as Mizern already wrapped around and will take him off. First, wow, I'm speechless.
Where they won the round with 3 versus 4 situation, and that is commendable. Because not only did they play out the timer, they play out the patience, but they held it down long enough to be able to come down to the 1 versus 1 positioning. To be fair, Eno was actually going crazy. There was a world where he would actually won that one. Yeah, that round was definitely pretty close, but still, pistol round is now over. Gonna be reset.
Yep. New round has begun. We can see all the buys coming up from the side of Team Ongi. You can see, Mizun actually going that aggressive this time, and Arcana will be there to hold down Belt.
They lost INF already. Yep. And Ness is caught. Let's see if anyone pushes up. Let's know that's Mizern down Arcana with a beautiful kill. And remember, this is he's actually at 48 because he didn't dismiss in time. I mean, he didn't give out. Sorry.
The shorty just has wonders in it. So much potential of a gun. And eventually Ellie is down in this 1v2, and kills off Rooster, but does not look the right way, as we'll take Ellie off. I almost called your name.
Yeah, I know. A lot of people tend to.
Yeah.
It's like
because your name is catchy.
How's my name catchy? It's cringe.
I mean Xeno, like Xenomorph. People watch Aliens.
Bro, that's the other kind of Xeno. But when you have like a four syllable name like Shadow Banjo or Xeno Viper, that's just cringe. Yeah, I just indirectly called you out. Yeah.
I mean, in a sense, we're both cringe at this point.
Yeah, cringe, bro. You got trolling.
Not even trolling, man. Your casters are cringe for the day. But nonetheless, new round start. And you can see Team Ongi not making too much of a huge move, but Mizern though gets picked off by Acro. It's not even 10 seconds in the round, and Eno on the other hand gets Jay on the other side of the map. Now left to 3 remaining members from the side of Team Ongi. We're still trying to play for these picks though. Just misses the shot. As Eno will take his head clean off, make it to 2v5 now.
The spray control is not in the way of the Vandal, surprisingly. As Eno is the one that makes short work. Okay, Ongi gets tagged out a couple bit. This is really the rifle div coming out. So, it's pretty unfortunate, but Ongi will have to probably let this down. Save these weapons if you can, because you really don't want to completely lose out this buy round. But little do they know, our Cannon's team could be actually pushing out here, so this is up to them to just hold this default. And I like that our Cannon's still giving up them that respect. They're not fully bum rushing them. Except there's a random Viper's already pushing out. Yeah, that's Eno.
30 seconds left.
We'll take it, but do they have weapons though? Why was he using a Sheriff? This is a buy round for them, right?
Yep, this is a Byron, but I don't know why the LD only has a Sheriff in hand. And speaking about that, Ongi though, taking Arcana immediately, does not know they have an AWP as First Love. Taking clean off, and we'll get the second one to close out the round, 2-1.
Can I just point out that First Love did not have shields?
Yeah,
he just bought it straight up.
Yep, he just bought it and did not give a single crap about shields. That's the confidence, you want to see sometimes. But it's risky though.
I think First Love always plays Jet on this map. Like, I think I've seen him, not sure in which tournament too, not the official one with Bleed or Uru, but he also played Jet on Icebox.
Oh, I think he's showing him a lineup. Yep. First Love showing Ellie a lineup. But will the lineup work though?
That's just a direct shot, it's not even a lineup, right? Let's see where he goes.
Yep.
Oh, that's gross.
Yep, that is gross. Scans out the entirety of mid through spawn. Right now we can see Team Ongi actually making quick work, pushing down onto 410 already. But Acro, oh my god, quick work as well from him. Takes out Ellie in the first few seconds. Jay gets the kill though. First Love whips his shot, and INF will be there to kill off Acro, make it a 3v2. As Rostam in that single box alone could not do anything else. Left with Eno in this 1v3.
He's got Viper's Pit, but not a lot of options, because both the Vipers are also still alive. See, coming out through that curtain from screens, and he straight away found out. They're kind of debating whether they want an operator, and yes, they would actually go for it.
Yep,
very commanding lead right now. If with that operator plus, most of the team's still able to buy. I think Midzer is just comfortable with using the Blade Storm. But all to say the least, where this is still relatively close, where both teams are sort of on a full reset. Both rifles, it's a 2-2. Yeah, I think Eno's about to pop this Viper speed up at A, and everyone's gathering at A, so this will 100% force a rotation.
Yep, and I just want to see how Team Ongi adapts to this kind of play, like the Viper speed being popped out immediately, and the cloud and the poison orb all being thrown out. And I want to see how they really react to this in the pen. Look at that. Look at Acro. Already holding on to mid. Trying to catch INF though. INF not peeking it just yet. Slowly peeking. He gets tagged. And INF knows where Acro is. But they're still going for this A push. They're not rotating away. They're just going.
Maybe they want to play this down to the timer. Our Cannon has found Meter, and this orb is actually throwing them off. They're trying to think that if Eno is actually going to play close smoke. But no. They beat out a couple of shots, and still one person dead on the boiler. No, pipe. Sorry, that's on pipe side. That's actually pretty detrimental, because that's one of your main duelists down for entry. This is now they have to rotate because they lost their jet.
Yeah, 40 seconds left, or not a lot of time for the attackers. As time ticks down, it favors the defenders, and they have to make quick work out of it. But Eno catches INF. No more up, and eventually they gain an up back. As of right now, you can see Arcanon being smoked off with Poison Orb.
30 seconds left.
Rostam actually having doubts on pushing up the kitchen. Actually, they drone this out first. Really cautious. But you can see the posing Viper Spit has been unleashed. Arcanon slowly walking in. Will he catch Ongi? Yes, he will. Dismisses out of the way with the Empress.
It was a full send onto B side. The drones, whatever the catch up kitchen, it doesn't really matter, because when they clear out those angles, they knew it was a full send up on B main. And Ellie last man standing with only 2 shock darts, not even a drone. Yeah, because he used it already. They will actually move it out. Can he survive long enough though? That's the question. 2 seconds left. No, Ellie's found. Yep. I kind of decide to take this.
Yeah, I mean, looking at the stage of the game right now, I mean, it's still very early to say, but it seems like it's more like a previous round kind of tempo, a previous map tempo. We can see things going back and forth, and after they switch sides, we'll have to see which team has that has the extra push when closing out the win. But so far, I think Team Ongi doing a really good job. But but the round advantage will still go to Team Arcanen. Oh, aggressive play by First Love, but not picking. Oh, he misses the timing. Oh no, they both miss the timing. Oh no.
Get it, yes he does! What a mad lad! What the rest of his team just converting commotions up for the A side. They lost one on each team up on the A side itself, but still the opening up from First Love, that's actually crazy. Not First Love, sorry, that was your opposing Jet. My apologies. First Love is dead right now. Yep. At 3-2, holy damn. That has gotten so much value with being that 4-person left alive to try to equalize this. Yep, that Jet's MVP.
Yep. And I have to give props to on how Rain I forgot who's the Reina, but he pushed up onto B long. And eventually he has spectacular timing. I just gonna say that. He has outstanding timing, able to catch up First Love, able to catch up Ino at the same time. And right now I think Team Arcanen, all they can do right now and available to do is just to save. Because they wouldn't really want to miss out. They really want to lose these guns in the process because they lost an op and they lost 3 rifles. So
yeah, good take. Yeah, it's a good round for like
the
zipline! Jay still finds it. I mean, they lose INF. Oh my god, Jay went berserk on that one for sure.
Yep. Jay actually, Jay's feeling it. He's 8-4. Same score as First Love, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, he's 8-4. Very similar score. Yeah, similar score to Ino. Sorry.
Still close, like exactly the one like Ascent earlier. The part where they have just held it neck and neck down to the first half being done, and then one put it onto the home stretch. But that was Ongi's side. We want it to be Arcanen's win because it's Arcanen's epic.
Acro. Just couldn't catch INF. But First Love, what a shot with the Blade Storm.
Yeah, he's only got 3 knives left, so he needs to reduce
one though.
Nice reset.
Ongi, yes he will. And Nino cleans up the job, and what a round from Team Arcanen. I think they just ran it down mid, if I'm not mistaken.
Need a drop.
You see, First Love's bank is like mad nuts. I think he bought his teammate. He was sitting at 8,700. The rest of the team is just trying to rack up that buy. There's some sort of semblance of a full buy coming out from Ongi's side, with the exception of Jay. Jay can't even afford like full shields, but he's prioritizing this Vandal. Really, really important. Whereas INF probably just rely on his Headhunter. Very, very scattered by. Still to say as Jay try to make this peak, most likely run into crosshair onto Acro. They're actually not committing this just yet. First Love, one found, it's Ongi down. That's Spike, and that is also your Smoker.
Yep, Smoker down though, but Jay quickly for the trade, and he gets overkilled despite needing no armor. He's back at 150, just like a normal buy that he has. He has to make things worth it because the overheal does have a duration. He has to make use of it. He doesn't really want to waste his overheal unless he could get a specific pick. But no, First Love is holding the angle down, not letting him push on further. First Love still has the dash ready in hand. Ellie goes out the recon die. Doesn't know. Quickly dashes out to the way, but they do know where Ellie is right now. Jumping in with the shorty. As Eno will clean things up. He doesn't even need to use the shorty.
Who's that? No, that's not Eno, right? Yeah, that's Rostam.
Yeah.
You see, he's gotten First Love's back, even though the camera was onto him. But like, he's just trying to glide into the site. And now this is the lead I was talking about. The 5-3 we're pushing on here. This is objective after objective going to the way for Cannon's team. Looking good. The one only to also trail behind too much per se, but okay. Rarely.
He does have 6 assists though.
Yeah, that's right. But the fact that Ongi is able to flex this many agents, it's just like, because he was going, duelist a little bit earlier, now he's playing this controller. It's like, okay.
No, I mean, Ongi was Omen. Ongi was Omen on the last map as well.
Oh, he was?
Yeah, and the man has 7. The man has 7 plants throughout the game. So like, he's probably doesn't even. First Love.
That's a
too much
chungus
angles to
of
watch
a
to,
crosshair,
but
by the
oh,
way.
Acro. What a shot from Acro, man. But First Love though gets his own, and Arcana gets his own as well. Mo's down 4, and First Love greets Mizun with a shorty. Clean things out.
Are they done or something? Like, that was totally uncoordinated.
Yep, that was everyone taking their own fights.
Maybe because they think it's an eco that it doesn't matter, but I guess you should actually play every round with, you know, some sort of plan or something. But
Yeah.
okay, yeah, we'll leave it at that though. But
Yep.
INF doesn't have full shields too, just because of that. Some of the headhunters buy. Headhunters is like super expensive now. It can't really justify.
Yeah,
buying it too
150 creds per bullet. And if you miss one, that's 150 creds down the bank. Down the drain, sorry. And right now, Eno holding a really aggressive angle against Mizurn though. But Mizurn, on the other hand, still gets the better of Acro. Aldrum being popped out, Snake Bite being thrown up, but Jay just pushes forward. As Eno will be pushed back onto site. Those are the poison orb though. Ongi going for that plant. The crossfire is still there, and Jay swings out. At the moment he hears the gunshot, but Hunter's Fury does not stop the plant, but does have a few tags.
There's a lot of members down already on the side of the attackers, and this is good. Hunter's Fury gonna displace them. Arcana walks behind and wraps it onto yellow and finds one right before First Love. Also gets a casualty of his own. That's a 7-3. This is the lead that we start to see really piling on Arcana's own map pick.
Man, this is a different kind of pace that we're seeing right now from Team Arcana, because last map they were a little bit slow. Maybe they were not comfortable with that map, and you know, and this is the Team Arcana's map pick, so I think they're more comfortable in playing this, you know, any way they see fit, aggressively, passively, and it's making wonders for them. But Ongi though, they still have a chance to come back, as we're switching over to defense right now. As we look at the ults, we have the Viper's Pit, we have the Empress and the Blade Storm ready on the side of Team Arcaden. And on the other side, Team Ongi is what they do have their own Blade Storm and Empress.
That Viper's Pit is definitely gonna push them back, but the recon is the one that's interesting because the Viper's Pit the Viper's Pit totally nullified it, and yes, that's not the right positioning for the recon, if anything. Yeah. Finds INF and that's gone. Mizun might find a second one, but it's only good for one. Still, that trade is still in favor. I want to hold that thought for a bit, ladies and gentlemen, because we are down for that 3 versus 3. The Viper's Pit is down, and Jay does have Empress, doesn't even need anything like that. Now the dishwasher is up. That's a return ult from First Love to try to turn this around. Both an Operator and a Blade Storm. Still pretty scary. Whiffs it onto that Sova. That's going to be huge.
Yep. But Acro though on the fly and catches Ongi off guard, and you can see Jay and Ellie already pushing. Acro runs him down, and you can see First Love with the Blade Storm gets one with 30 HP left. This Dagger's reset goes for the updraft. Will Jay catch him? No, he will not. As First Love clutches it out.
Damn, you don't really know how high the jet is most of the time.
Yep.
You don't know where to trade your crosshair to. That's an MVP round for sure by First Love. Even though they were on that man disadvantage, what a shot from this guy. Now you know he's built different.
Before the switch.
He's really built different at this point. And by looks of the economy, oh man, not looking too good for the side Team Ongi. As I don't think Ellie can afford to buy. He can still buy a Bulldog, but not the ideal rifle. But if you do, if a Bulldog is in good hands, it could make wonders out of it. We have seen that time and time again from our lovely Hawkcox.
No, Cox.
Yep.
Shout out Kentan.
Shout out Kentan. Oh, he bought an Odin. First Love actually bought an Odin.
Might be the first Odin we see today, actually.
Yep. On the first day, I've seen a lot of Odins, but right now, this is the first. Yeah, this is the first one we see today. Ongi, oh, actually pre-firing that angle, but not tagging Acro in the process. Be really careful about this. But Jado already on to B. Oh, Acro doesn't know where he is. Oh no. This could be another backstab. Flank that Jay was looking for.
Yeah, maybe Jay's down. Fine Acro up there. This is why it is so crucial to keep your angles checked. But still, it is not done. The flanker also can become the flanked. Well, you know, finds one for himself. It's gonna be the 4 versus 4.
Oh!
And Lee has actually gotten some tags, let's admit, but it's so scared. He's holding down his flag to make sure no one is coming right through. This strafe is a little bit awkward for him. Arcana comes up on top. Still, somehow or rather, Eno actually gets found. This is a commendable Viper's Pit. Last round of the first half. And Rostam is in for 66 HP and knows where Jay is. Finds the head to, he wins that pre-fire. And they're moving into this Viper's Pit. They won't actually tap this and manages to find an instant trade between INF. This is literally, now, okay, it's not lineup galore, but it's just Ongi poised up there in a very strange positioning. And Puzzler flies into his crosshair. And it is enough for a snake fight because of that decay. What a round by Ongi's team.
Switching sides.
Well, that was the round that they needed because, you know, in a map like Icebox, I mean, it's in a certain way people really favor, like, say, it's a defender-sided map, but, you know, some teams, yeah, I mean, some teams do prefer to play on defense rather than attack, but right now, I will just have to see how Ongi's team, you know, when they're switching sides, and right now they're on defense. But I'm excited to see how Arcanon's team actually, you know, attack on their own map, and I'm just speechless because the way that First Love plays out the game, he's not even serious. And look at that snowman peeking out to the corner. Like, look at all these players.
What's the snowman's name again? There was a name, right?
I mean, I call it Bob.
Yeah, I call it Mike actually.
Mike?
Production can sit down for 2 seconds.
Well, Mike or Bob, but yeah, we'll have to see for First Love. Already entered on the site, but then Mizer and Jay will be there for the trade, and Rostam will eventually get one of his pick of his own, and INF kills off Rostam, making it a 4v2.
Jay's up there behind there. He is only tapped once, and he still has only one of his orbs to use if so matters. It's so low. So many people are so low. But Eno comes out as the last man standing, but it is a little bit too overwhelming for him. Now, this is quite a long round. Sorry, a long while before before Ongi's team actually found some sort of wins, right? So, oh man, that was actually insane. I still can't believe the last round, it was going so well for Ongi's. Was it? Yeah, Ongi's team, and Arcanon actually came out on top.
No, actually, Ongi won the last round.
Wait, Ongi. Oh, sorry. Yeah, Ongi. Arcanon was going absolutely crazy, but because of that Viper's Pit, it is so crucial. Like, whoever says like skills don't matter needs to recheck themselves, because Viper's Pit still remains one of the strongest ultimates in the game. But for that one, they come to that 1 versus 3 situation. Still looking pretty good. Yep,
Jay with the bulldog this time. He be able to make some plays with it. As First Love creaks up the corner. Oh, actually, Tailwind's out of there. Oh, my, what a shot. As INF as well gets his own pick. But Ongi on the other side of the map gets the lurking aggro, and Mizern is there to get his own. But Eno, 1v5, nothing much you can do, and that's a flawless round. But this is sort of a repeat from last round, you know? Like, when Ongi's team switches sides, they just woken up. They know what to do. But this is too early to say. But right now, what I'm seeing is this, like, it's almost the same process.
You're saying that, I mean, it is defender favorite. Question mark?
Yeah.
So,
I mean, not really. I mean, it's a 50-50, I guess.
I think this is kind of fair, yeah. Icebox, remember the old times that we went through a couple of reworks? Do you remember the old Icebox?
Yeah, the yellow was diagonal, 45 degree, and...
Dude, crap, man. Not even A-side. A-side is just so weird. The gems plus a couple of things, yeah.
The gem was taller and everything.
Did have a little middle box in the middle, so yeah, I don't know. Now it seems a little balanced, but it seems like Ongi is making short work to make sure that this lead starts to continue growing. The mid tubes! The mid tubes! Yeah, he actually checked. That First Love actually gets taken out. What a player! But this is only being a successful plan. Rostam is actually hiding down under from level 2. Just call it level 1? Question mark? I don't know.
Level 1.
It's actually level 1?
Yep. Right now, he's still hiding on level 1 though. He's not peeking, but oh, Jay, what a shot. Gets 2 for himself, but Ellie would there to back him up in the process. And Acro does not finish up the job, and what a clean retake coming out from the side of Team Ongi. And this is the kind of rounds where, you know, like, hey, even though it's a bonus round, but hey, we won this just adds on to our bank, and this will just snowball our lead more. Because on the next round, our opponents only has sheriffs. Or maybe Stingers at that point.
Losing the buy round into giving enemies your anti-eco is the worst feeling ever.
Yep.
Like, straight up, because not only that's your economy going to That's
Okay,
that's
what
my-
okay, what do you call the penguins though?
Jeff,
Snowman?
Steven, Jeff, Steve. Wait, Jeff, Steve, Bob. And yeah, one of the penguins was Bob for me. Wasn't a
Bob?
snowman. Yeah, back then. Now.
But oh, quick little 2K down onto mid, but First Love answers back with his own. Ellie though tagged down to half HP. Oh, actually saws him by a pixel. Ellie does not want to contest that. Backs off immediately. But we can see Mizern pushing down up onto Belt already. But oh, they don't know where Rostam is though. Actually, he sneaked onto side. Narcan as well onto B. If they do not pay attention,
Check in this angle is good for him. He's snaking, but what's the rest of his team doing? Now they just lost their Sova as our cannon gets sandwiched between two. Still understand it's that eco round, but this is not just a momentum we're talking about. Oh, yikes. Oh, First Love tried.
Yeah, still got one though. I like how we said that together, Jinx.
Actually, Jinx.
But before we jump back to the round though, I mean production, what do you call the penguins? I want to hear from production.
No, the audience can't hear it. It's like,
Okay.
not even funny, dude. Holy crap. You gotta try harder. And there's three though. That's the problem. There's three snowmen and he just said two names. Life sucks. You know, the last penguin is actually lonely because he's not being identified.
Yeah.
Yeah, here we go. Another one. Ellie straight up. First casualty for Cannon's team. And straight up, it's gonna be be hit again. There's no one flanking, no one anything. It's all five members are there. They actually faked this plan. Reset up onto Rostan, try to shoot a couple of the danger. No one's there, but Ongi's foul. How did that happen? Misen comes in and he's on Snowman shooting it up. You gotta be careful for INF though. That's an operator. He actually misses. That's gonna be huge. They're going in with the man deficit. With only 3 people left alive. The White Team Barako is good. You gotta go in there. They're gonna lose Misen too. At 3 versus 3 right now. Looking extremely doable for both sides.
Yep, so left to INF though. One last man standing with the op. He does not know where First Love is. I think you saw where First Love is, and Rico comes out. He has the shorty in hand. They will take the op back for themselves though.
Okay, they finally staunched their bleeding, right? Like how many rounds they want to head over to Ongi? That was like 5. They gotta feel really good about that one because when you lose that by round, it's probably almost game over. Yeah, don't want to give this one over to Ongi, right? Don't lose your own map pick.
I mean, eventually, some players do, but fortunately, I think Team Arcana is trying to claw their way back into the what's up. They know how Team Ongi is playing, but I mean, the slight mistake that they're doing on their part is like they don't check their corners enough. I guess they don't check their corners enough, as sometimes they just die randomly throughout the corners. And you can see First Love leading a charge. I mean, at this point, First Love is changing in First Blood.
We do indeed want to play. That's a couple of drones that's checking up on A side, but it really can't go in just yet because the curtain on the wall is up. So First Love, his tail is about to expire. Spots one up above screens, but it will immediately reposition. The wall's down, the curtain's good, and our cannon is ready to enter. But he's got that Empress. He hasn't really committed that just yet though. Already 1 Lear committed. No one is flanking anywhere. Might be a full send A, just waiting for the green light.
Yep, things are slowing down. And everyone is just on a standoff where whoever makes the move first and the rest will just come piling in onto site. You see the Molly actually tags out where Jay is, shows where Jay is, and the recon dart comes in the perfect timing as reels him. Darkanon says, hello there, get 2, First Love. There's return Mizor not looking the right way as he's too focused on the right side. The INF left alone again on 1v4.
Left side, by the way.
Yeah, left side.
Camera angle issues.
Yeah,
INF.
I'm kind of confused with left and right from time to time.
Are you the kind of person?
I mean,
like,
no, but
actually,
in general, no. But in terms of like things happening around like very quickly,
thank goodness.
Why, you know someone?
Out of topic, do you know I have friends who actually can't tell left from right? So if they drive, they actually need left and right stickers on their car, like on their windshield, to tell them which is left and right. Yes, I'm not kidding.
Wow.
It's a real disorder, but I don't know what's happening. Oh god, I didn't have tech down. He's on the run, 30 HP. Arcro finds him. can't get the eco, but yeah, okay. Anyway, moving back to that topic. You know, in the words of a Chinese man, 左右不分, right? So
Yes.
He was really like that. So when he drives and the Google Maps was telling him, you know, turn left, and he's like, oh my god, which is left? He has to look up on his windshield and spot the stickers to which one says left and right. I don't know how it's like this. I really think it's a form of dyslexia. But
I think so too.
I'm too sure, yeah.
I think so too. I mean, man, that's an eye opener. I never knew.
I thought you were one of those. Like that scared me for a second.
Definitely.
Alright. Back to the stories here that two people got scammed. First Love just peeks out a little bit there to tease Mizern, but I think his knives are pretty much gone. Is that eco? No, right?
It's not really eco. I mean, I think if I'm not mistaken, Mizern dropped the gun for one of his teammates, so he decided to use the Blade Storm instead. So yeah, I mean after that, yeah, five blades used up, so could be a little bit hard for him this time. Acro though.
Shyster. All that for what? No deaths, no kills, I guess.
Yeah, no casualties at all.
This reset is going to favor our Cannon's team for sure, because they still have really good ultimates and even one Empress to open side. But to be fair, your defending team also has an Empress, but they need to be ready for their advancement before you can really use the Empress. Yeah, one op shot still gonna throw down through mid side to see if anyone's crossing, but no one's there. Yep, Ongi spots the recon. You're gonna tell them that it's gonna be a B hit, most likely. Yeah, it is.
Yep, this could be a retake once again as the Spike actually baiting the plant, and Arcanon actually catches INF as he took the bait. Another spray goes through as Ongi kills Rostam in the process. Viper Spit goes out. Will Team Arcanon go for that rotate though? They don't have much. They have to commit to this. 12 seconds left on the clock, and Jay gets the kill onto Arcanon as he, will get Ongi, and what a shot by Jay. And Nelly will eventually clean out things on First Love and make it a 9-10 now. One round at disadvantage. So Ongi climbing back up for the side of Team Ongi.
That's a very coordinated round coming from Ongi's team. You saw that when the wall came up, Ongi just straight up sprayed through there. I wasn't too sure what was that open of a plant by Rostam, to be fair. And then when the Viper's pit came up, they spotted one more up on Danger, gets the kill, and then it just all started to fall apart for Arcanon's team. That was not supposed to happen. That was a round for Arcanon's team to win for sure. They had the ultimates and had the right skills for that.
But in terms of new round, we can see actually a rather aggressive start from the side of Team Arcanon again. But Team Ongi will be still here to retaliate. And what I like about Team Ongi right now is they're very disciplined. They're not making, over rotates happening. As we can see on the map, you see Ongi still holding down to B side, even though they hear like drones and darts and everything. And Acro is still holding down onto Garage to see if he can catch anybody. And at this point, I think Team Ongi is doing a real good job at having this defense set up. And yeah, they're just really comfortable. And we can see Mizun already jump picking, not catching anyone though, but you do hear where the owl drone is. Oh, the recon actually scans out too. Arcanon goes up, did not check the corner in time as couldn't manage to get the kill, but Mizun gets two for himself as will be there to trade off though, as Eli will eventually take
Oh my god, not you too.
Wait, is it Eli or Eli?
No, it's Ellie.
Okay, I'm mispronouncing it. I'll be calling Ellie, but I don't know why I'll be calling it Eli.
I know, like just that one time you called Eli.
One time. Okay.
One time, no, I had to call it.
I apologize, Twitch chat. Okay, I apologize.
It's fine.
It's just a caster moment.
English is a tough language sometimes, but understandably, if nothing falls after that, it's always leave, not lie.
I mean, I heard you have that discussion with River
yesterday. Yeah, something like that. Oh, 10-10 guys, by the way. While that's happening, there was a lead that just grew up from like was it Ongi's team? No, it's Arcanon's team, and Ongi's finally caught up.
Yeah, but Hunter Shuri being committed immediately by Ellie. First Love, he will not get a trade just yet, as we did a kill of Jay. One defender down though, that's Reina, but what a shot from Arcanon. Ongi gets picked off, no more smokes. Ellie, he can actually go for the flank. Quite a few shots though.
The shot actually started to land from Heavy. By the way, gun diff coming up, and that's why First Love lost that duel. There's a drone probably going. This is the best utility right now to move in. One is tagged, but no follow-up. And Rostam gets found. Eno's probably gonna get picked by Ellie, and he goes down. For once again, Augie is gonna snatch the lead from this game. So I think it's all about who gets the 13 first, right? But this is the game. If not for Ascent, this one would be the one that might just go to overtime.
Yep, this could be one of the matches that we hope to see get to overtime, but so far, that chance of seeing it is slightly too slim down because you can see Team Ongi like they are really comfortable in how they're playing it already. The momentum is there, you know, the confidence, the momentum, you know, and they win 3 rounds in a row already. So if this round, if they win it again, it would be very, very detrimental for the side of Team Arcanine because they have to force themselves into eco again on that last round, which is something you don't want to. But Ellie though actually scans out multiple people in mid.
Talking about the
YNF.
What is this going on here?
They're playing hide and seek.
Monka.
Oh. He doesn't know someone's in garage as well.
Okay, if he moves back, he's gonna be in a big trouble. Oh, this is just absolutely terrible right now for Arcanon's team. They lost so many members.
But in a snap of a finger, though, things fall back over towards Team Ongi's favor. But never mind that, Eno gets a kill. But the spike is dropped down onto A's side as Eno left alone in a 1v2 against 2 very, very outstanding performing duelists as of right now.
Oh, true. That's the issue of like those flanks earlier. I think Eno catching hold of that out was pretty good, but now he finds himself the last man standing. Ongi definitely retaliated very, very well with the spike all the way up to A. Not only has to clear angles, but he has to retrieve the spike and plant it. That's 3 objectives that seems very, very impossible to achieve in 15 seconds.
You see Mizer jump peeking around belt. Oh, he saw where Eno is, but Eno lands the shot still. 11 seconds left on the timer. Oh, he does not check it in time, and he almost got it though.
Okay, no, the answer is he did check it in time, but he couldn't get the crosshair because it has to be pixel perfect for the headshot. And he was moving too, so he not only has to counter strafe, he needs to flick it right there. Wow. That was
a pretty good attempt.
No, that was really unfortunate. Good attempt too, but unfortunate and super, super good. Side.
Okay. Jay's giving a slight handicap over there.
You know what? The handicap will immediately be deleted by just pressing the ultimate.
Yep. But nonetheless, I mean, match point for Team Ongi. Will they close this out though, or will Team Arcanine make this comeback of a lifetime? Still have money for those guns. The Mizer though.
The wall is not up and 2 down. Okay, so right now it's going to be a 4-3, and this is absolutely going south for Arcanon's team now. Ongi has snatched this away from Arcanon. And by the way, this is Arcanon's map pick. 2-0 already in this grand finals. What a showing here for Ongi's side, as Arcanon is scrabbling to try to make any form of hope happen.
Hey, like what the banter just did, man. I think Ongi is really feeling the banter off, man. He says what, like 3-0 them, and this is looking. The predictions are kind of true, you know. Like Team Ongi leading the series by 2 maps, and if the next one they do close it out, they will be the grand champion for the first ever Berryfam TTV tournament, and you know, they'll earn the title there. So, but man, what a match!
To tell, dude, like we have 5 games lined up for you, so which means our maps are already pre-selected, but we also don't want this to be a super clean sweep, because where's the entertainment value in that? Where we want the banter to really go back and forth. But that's it though, we need to take a short break because the next match is going to come at you around 8:40, 8:45-ish. Ample time for our players to kind of reset themselves, and for us and production to catch a break. So it has been me, Xeno Viper, and also yours truly, Shadow Banjo, here, as we will return later for game number 3 between Arcanine and Ongi.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Berryfam TTV tournament. BerryfamTS TTV tournament, sorry. This is going to be game number 3. We have witnessed 2 amazing games already. First map is Ascent, and Team Ongi took down the win. And second map, it was Icebox, Arcanon's map pick. But unfortunately, Ongi came out strong and took his win over Arcanon's map pick. So right now, we're going to be jumping into our third map, which is going to be Haven this time. I've seen a lot of Haven on the first day. A lot of teams play it out, but I'm excited to see how these 2 teams play out Haven, because I've never seen them play just yet. I've only seen them play Ascent so far.
True, guys. Well, we did see some sort of a different sequence of maps. So we saw an Icebox randomly as our second map, right? So we're going back to some sort of like formalcy. That's going to be Haven. But if you don't know already, we are, of course, your commentators for today. We've been rotating between the roster or Riverina, as well as you saw Gunless 2K as well on Friday. So this is, it's me, Xeno Viper and Shadow Banjo. We hope you are enjoying your evening so far with the both of us, as we are already going into map number 3. Remember, it's already 2-0 for Ongi's team, and our Cannon is in a very dire situation if he does not put some points onto this series.
Yep, this is a match series point for the Shadow Team Ongi if they get this win on their own map pick, and it's going to be closing things 3-0. But we never know. You never know how Team Arcanon is going to be playing this out. But nonetheless, before we jump into the match, I'd just like to give a quick shout out to our lovely sponsors that sponsored this tournament. First of all, would be Team Salty. Thank you guys for funding this tournament. Without you guys, this wouldn't really happen. Thank you so much. And the second one will be Pathplay. They're supporting this event for the first time ever. And if you guys want to check out more about Pathplay, please go down to the website. It's going to be pathplay.io. You can there's a lot of rewards that you can get. A lot of stuff you can win from, and it's interesting platform. There's a lot of creators over there. You can support them there as well, and there's tons of things to do there.
Tons of things is correct, because in terms of getting loot boxes, you can get even more by just going to your favorite streamers / content creators pages where they have missions there, and you can just complete them and just get some loot boxes. It's a new initiative which I think has a lot of merit to trying to explore. So it's just something we try to contribute for the gaming community, which is interesting. So anyway, we are gonna set up this map, which is Haven. We're gonna keep repeating this. It's gonna be Haven though, but seeing that Ongi won his first map pick, Arcanon lost his second map pick that's on Icebox already. So when we're back to Haven, that's Ongi's own map pick, right? What's your prediction on on the weightage on how this game is gonna go?
Ooh, I think for this one, I've seen Arcanon play yesterday on the semis, but it's hard to tell, because the way that Team Arcanon is playing it out right now, they are aggressive. They make a huge impact on rounds where they needed them, like getting impact kills throughout the round, looking up mid, having this kind of more passive aggressive strategies. But as of right now, what Team Ongi is doing, they're replying to every single thing that Team Arcanon is throwing at them. So this could be a heck of a match. I can't really place predictions, but if it were to be a traditional prediction, this is Ongi's map pick. So I'm going for Ongi.
Now the problem is like they were always neck and neck until the home stretch. You know what I'm saying? So it's not like they have issues with each other's like play styles or anything. It's just more like, what's the let up? Why is Ongi's team always able to catch the final momentum to get the slingshot away to the finish line? So we want to find out this equation and how Arcanon wants to circumvent and prevent this from happening. But it's either by getting their I don't know. They really need to keep their lead, because every single time Arcanon has this lead first, and then Ongi just keeps up.
Yep, and by the looks of it, I think that both teams are getting ready to jump into a third map already. We're about to see some spicy Haven action for the first time in a long time. And yeah, we're jumping into the game right now. And what are your agent picks, if you per se, Xeno Viper? Because Josh, like, we've seen players play around with a lot of agents in Haven. Especially, we sometimes see Neon, sometimes even see something like a Breach out of nowhere. Breach is a very good pick in the Korean meta, but in APAC, it's not really, Not
No,
really,
it's here, dude.
optimal pick.
I don't know what you mean. It's here.
Whoa.
It has
whoa,
been
whoa,
here.
whoa, whoa, whoa! But Harbor is being highlighted though.
Oh, that's Harvard. That's not Initiator, but there are some
Yeah.
teams that are still comfortable with the Sova/Fade. But Breach is almost indispensable. It's seen on VCTs. It's seen on a lot of other local tournaments as well. It's just very straightforward. Like the aftershocks can catch and cut off so many angles, just like how a smoke would. And also the tight corners flash can pretty much flash an entire site. So to be fair, also Breach has one of the fastest windups for his flash.
Oh yeah, there we see the breach.
One breach is here. So this is a double initiator lineup for our Cannon's team, where it is still being highlighted for Ongi's team. So potentially even the Fade breach. Is this going to be a mirror? It might be a straight mirror. No, there's going to be a chamber and Killjoy picked already.
Oh, breach has been locked in though for the side of Team Ongi, but will the Fade be locked in as well?
Choose your
Oh,
agent.
nope. Oh, actually they're going for the Sova. High chance it will be the Sova, but no, they're opting to go for the Fade as well. So no Sovas this game. They all prefer to have a Fade instead of a Sova. I think it's pretty okay for the team compositions, but I'm just excited to see how INF plays out the Killjoy. Because normally people actually play Chamber or Cypher in the map like Haven because the traps has big radius and you can able to rotate around the map without any disruptions. But this time, Killjoy though.
You know what's funny? This is the map where Cypher is the most viable and we don't see it. I don't know. Killjoy, question mark for Haven, but it's fine. He can solo hold down Seaside Garage if he really wants to sometimes. But okay, so that's probably the only real variable. Other than that, like we're just back to really good agent picks. Yeah. No Omens, no Astras though. Sometimes Astras are pretty good for Haven.
Yep. I mean, yeah, Astra sometimes are pretty good in the map like Haven because like the diversity on like in your Astro form, you can play stars all around the maps without like actually have to be in range to place your smokes. But let's see how by Mizern this time, not on the duelist role, I'll actually be on the breach role this time. Fault line thrown out though, Tailswind dashes in onto site already. They're going for the plan. Fast plan coming out, fast execution. Nyanet creeps up, but does not get the better of Arcanon with the shorty. Will get it to him.
Oh, the two Prowlers actually kissed at one point. But then it is a very, very strong one for Attacker to take this as our Cannon looking to pump a second one into Ongi.
Oh, he's
so a couple
flashed.
people get. Yeah, there's two people flash. Look at that. The wind-up is just so strong. But this is the retake. There's only 2 members left alive to try to retake this as our Cannon whips out the triple for him already as First Up finishes it out. That's a commanding lead. So we're going to keep it up with 4 members alive.
Absolutely explosive round coming up from side of Team Arcanon in this very early start. A shorty and gun up 3k. Hey, that's a win. That's a W right there. Okay, 150 credit gun with light shields gets in, gets 3k, going for a fast plan as well. And he was the one planning as well. And the rest of the team just follows up. Holds down all the angles. That was pretty darn well execution coming up from that pistol run. But we'll have to see this round. You can see the buy though. We're only seeing 3 guns so far from the side of Team Arcanon. And,
Wait, I forgot the Bloop has a shoddy version. Oh my god, that's actually really nice.
Yeah.
I actually like that better than the Vandal. What the? Okay, sorry, give me a little bit. Yeah.
I mean, the Oni looks good too. Look at that.
I had the Oni shoddy, just saying. I appeared in my shop and I had to buy it. So, okay, here we go, entering in here. Ellie's down, and this is a push up from Mongi's team. That is a very weird classic.
They read the
Please do not
rotate.
buy it.
They read the rotate. Oh
And-
lord.
But they lost some important members. Now they are going in with the man disadvantage, but they still managed to land this plan. And some guns already going in the way for Ongi's team.
Yep. And Ongi has himself a Spectre already. Paranoia standing by being thrown out. Does get the breach in the process as Acro holding on to dear life. And JM Mizern on the other side gets himself the kill and all left to...
I
First
don't
one.
like this. There's a potential
Yeah.
life that might even happen. It happened. INF came in hot there, and this is the one that's gonna make the highlight reel for sure. This is the 5 round for our Cannon's team. They lost it.
This will definitely be one of those rounds where it will really it will really bring down your momentum because you won the first pistol round, and the reason why pistol rounds are that important to win for the most of the time is because you want to snowball your lead into the rounds. And right now, with that happen, I can't really see what Arcana can do, but Arcana is still opting to go for that Vandal bio, but the rest of the team only can afford Sheriffs and Classics.
No, they know if they save this one, every single point of momentum is going to completely dissipate. So they actually have to force by this.
Yep. They have to, but you can see the fault line being thrown out. Jay really aggressively onto short, but Mizern still chilling on backside of B. Oh, he hears Arcan on dash up. He knows he's above. Won't really check it in time though. Yes, he will. We get the first. The flash point doesn't go out, but First Love and Acro making huge work onto B side. Jay will be there to respawn. Updrafting up onto B side. The Prowler does not scan him. He will get Bro Stump in the process. Will he catch where? The chamber is!
Oh god!
He will not get the kill the First Love though, but it's left to Ongi in a 1v1! And he will clean it out though! As man, what an entertaining round!
Oh, not good for our Cannons team. It was the buy!
But he has the Blade Storm active though.
Yo, Arcana is 4-2-0. But you saw his movements, right? He tried to... He's not even a 360. He was just actually wiggling his mouse in the figure 8 motion. No, he actually lost that one. He just tried to sidestep.
Thank you.
But in a way, now, still both teams can buy somehow.
Yep.
Big question mark. Sort of a full reset. Any team that loses here is equal, so...
Yep, and I mean, in terms of ecoing, I think both teams here, even though they win, they lose too much body, so apt to go for the eco as well. But it's a nice shot by Jay. Tailwind's out of the way. Not catching anything. Don't want to overpeak that. Ellie though, jump peeking. And Jay... or going for the off angle though, but First Love making his way already onto the front of garage.
Wait, did First Love just managed to change his name? He wasn't BMT earlier.
He was.
Oh, he was always BMT? Okay.
Yeah, he was.
Never realized that.
Yep.
Okay, now 4 members left alive for our Cannons team here, as some of the members are being tagged out already. So, sorry, tagged out for the defending side. There's still not a full commitment just yet. They spotted one of the... Yeah, they spotted the turret and decided to smoke it out. But INF will be able to find First Love. Still trying to take down these numbers. A lot of them are still relatively healthy, so Ongi is feeling pretty good about this.
Oh, but the time is not favoring them. The fault line goes through the stun zone in the process. But Arcana will be there for the trades. Gets himself 2 kills. Mizor will get 2 for himself, making it down to 2v2. Acro gets a better way, but Nano Swarm will clean it off. Man, that was
a round.
What a round.
Sure. Okay, they played so patiently. Super well. I mean, they already started off the round with a man advantage for our Cannon side. Man disadvantage, sorry. So, there's only one place they could go, which was forward. And... you saw like the Blazestorm was actually doing absolutely insane, right? Like he got 2 actually for Cannon, so still couldn't actually break it in when it comes up to the 1 versus 1 situation because the Killjoy was alive, so the Nanostorm definitely ruined their plans a little bit.
Yep. 3-1 though, round advantage goes on towards the side team Ongi, and Ongi himself draws first blood onto Eno. His counterpart Smoker is gone, down and dusted. So he left to the Breach and Fade. Hopefully they could do wonders with their util, but Ongi with 40 HP left though, tagged up. He's holding onto Garage alone. First flash comes out, but not flashing into the process.
3 seconds left to the smoke being done, and it's 40 HP. Will escape with his life, and now he knows it's like mid to sort of like garage area. Somehow Arcana still gets the kill. INF looking forward by Jay, will be there for the train. Misses the rest of the daggers, and First will punish him with the tour de force. He's down to 2v3. Oh no, the ult goes out though. Will there be a counter ult for this plant? No, the Haunt being thrown out. Ellie goes out the flower as well. Mizern spots out someone in garage trying to catch up First Love. He's going for his own ult in the process. The retake starts. Nice little kill. Only we have to find where the rest of the members are. As Mizern gets the kill to First Love, and you will get the second kill onto Acro, cleaning things up. 4-1 already. That retake's just good for Ongi's team. This is now a much much longer lead that we've seen in Ascent as well as Icebox, where it was a little bit more tighter, but now they're actually pulling ahead at a very early stage of the game. But could this also be the Horcrux for Arcana's team to win, in which way they actually let Ongi take a little bit of a lead before making a comeback in the second half? Because that seems to be the trend. Whoever leads first in the first half has always been losing.
Yep, that is the trend, and we've seen it for the past 2 maps already. And like what you said, I totally agree on what you said earlier. Like, you know, having these kind of leads, eventually the opposing team can come back if they do have that momentum across. But at this stage of the game, if Team Ongi does carry this momentum forward, if they don't make any mistakes, you know, any huge mistakes, they could really turn things around, and eventually they'll win them the game and close out the whole best of 5 series with a 3-0. But I don't want to jinx it just yet. But you know, Jay is still the man, the myth, the legend himself, holding all these aggressive off angles. Or the flash didn't catch him, though. Probably didn't see him as well.
How if they pick up from sewers? A couple of people might be in a lot of trouble. Yes, your club has been thrown up. Yeah, no, he got checked. It's so unfortunate they sneaked into A main already. And this is the advantage for Arcana now. As INF ready to pop that lockdown. Nothing to destroy it either. And it will force everyone at least out to A main unless they go into CT for the hunt. Wait, what?
Yep, the aftershock.
Oh, it's the aftershock, yeah.
Aftershock still in play, and Crossfire being held down. Yep, the aftershock is really MVP, and Ongi attempting for the flank. Tagging Roasted by quite a bit. The fault line comes through, stuns him in the process just to wait it out. And I think INF would be opting to save the up.
Opting to save sorry.
Yeah, opting to save the up.
But
No pun intended.
So many people alive on the side of Arcana's team too, so they would just happily live with their guns, I guess. But there is an operator which happens to find Eno. That's about it. It's still a trade nonetheless, but it's gonna be an eco now. For is it an eco for Ongi's side? No, right? They took so many rounds in a row, so no, they're not gonna be an eco yet.
Yep. Oh, it actually is.
Wait, they are. What the?
Yeah, Jay can't really buy, and Ongi could only afford the Spectre, and the op does go towards Jay, and INF will buy himself a rifle. But on the side of on the side of Team Arcana as well, they couldn't really afford to lose this round as well. If they do lose this, now it's gonna be their turn to go for the eco.
Okay, that is not fully eco. If everyone can afford full shields and 1 Spectre, I guess it's negligible. Yeah. Okay. Another kind of a default play. This Rage fault line is just gonna push someone from A back, and that's about it. It's not really gonna be full commit just yet, even though they do make their way up into lobby very, very soon. The sewers is completely clear. That's gonna be the option to go for, but we have a breach that's coming in hot if they want to go in. The spike is nowhere near them though, so this may not be the main plan just yet.
Yep. You can look at Jay though, playing really aggressively in the smoke, but just to back off. Tailwinds away. Misses on Acro. What? Oh no, never mind. Ellie actually catches Acro off guard, and 2 bodies down, and Jay catches himself alone. Dishing out Arcana on the process. Right now down to 2v5. Oh, he knows where Eno is, and INF will get Rostam.
Oh, he made a TP right on top of the spike. Unfortunate. And even if he does cancel, there is Ongi that's just lying in wait at the spike. Yeah, this is kind of disastrous, but you knew that there was no one carrying the spike at all up on A. It was so far away too, and they lost all their members up on A side. This is a big question mark for me for Arcana's team.
Yeah, but Arcana and Team Arcana actually is gonna go for the buy, and we can see. I think First Love was not First Love. I forgot who was on the Guardian. I mean, Guardian is the Guardian is a very scary gun in the correct hands. It's pretty scary. But this time, they're actually going to go for a full WKC push. Yes. Hunt being thrown out. Ongi getting haunted in the process. He's getting flashed fully though as Arcana goes in for the kill. Finish it off, and INF staying very, very silent in the smoke. And now Jay gets the kill on the first load, but Acro doesn't know where INF is. Once the smoke fades, he will catch Acro in the process though. Black does go down. Just see him, but timing was not in his favor, and he gets fault line stunned, but no one is there to punish. It's Acro. Yeah, finally. Someone just punish him, man. Ellie though, with Jay, but never mind that. As Ellie says, "Hey, I'll finish the job. You can just rest."
6 on side of them already. It's still the 4-point deficit like we seen a few rounds ago. No, a few rounds ago there was 3. Okay, Ongi's side, they've got first round pretty much down in the bag. first half, sorry, not first round. And if so, they stretch this lead. This might just be actually over for Team Arcannon, considering that Arcannon is already down 0-2, as you can see on the beautiful scoreline above. Oh my god. How in the world are they even going to try to force map 4 and 5 down, since it's the best of 5? Ongi's team feeling super confident with the kind of lead they have. As now, because they force Arcannon into another eco, god damn, this is already losing Arcannon in a very early start. Not anything that you want.
Yeah, oh, the haunt and the flash goes out, but it does not punish the rest of the members on Team Ongi though, but it does punish Miz in the process. But Ongi is there for the trade, and INF swings out wide and cleans out the round. 7-2. A quick round done and dusted yet again. 7-2 lead, 5-round advantage.
Is it justified to buy like anti-eco weapons? Sorry, to buy save round weapons and also lose them immediately at the start? I don't know, dude.
I mean, if you could afford it the next round, I guess it's okay. I mean, it's a way of like, you know, just throw your opponents, or like maybe your opponents are expecting to have classics or anything, but maybe yeah, and suddenly if you buy that specific like anti-eco weapon like Stinger or maybe even a Judge, you know, it kind of throws them off a little bit. If they do get killed by it, they'll eventually drop a body. But fortunately, that did not really work too well for the side of Team Arcannon earlier. But right now, we can see the flash being thrown out already. Ellie has to back off, and Breach ultimate actually pops it up way too early, but it gets the collat.
That was a straight out, not even a true collat, but Ellie finds 1-2. This is looking super well for Ongi. It looks like they can't make any mistake. He's down on first level again. He has so much work cut up for him. He manages to fight INF. This man is really built different, but there's so much on his shoulders. With 3 people left alive and not a lot of health to spare, Ongi finishes him out. 2 more rounds in the first half is done. And the lead really continues to slide.
And yeah, this is 8-2 already. And as we can see on the side of Team Ongi, 4 ultimates already. We have the Breach ult, we have the Killjoy ult, we have the Jet ult, and we have even the Omen ult. I mean, the Omen ult is not really that important, but it's a way to gather information as we speak. Having these 4 ultimates could really make an impact on that retake if they were there to retake. But at this point, it's an eco round for Team Arcannon, and they have to make something happen. If not, the lead is going to be extending further. But Ongi though gets tagged up with a Headhunter. He's going to be smoking it out. Holds back a bit. What a shot!
As Wind goes down, and surprisingly, it was actually a 4-on-4 at one point before Jade found one for himself. You can't let any lead go in the way for Ongi, as the spray down from him is just so good. This is just absolutely crushing for Arcannon's team. If they can even end the round with a 9-3, we can even hope for the curse. But holy damn, this is another team altogether than what we've seen in Ascent and Haven. Like, Ongi has just activated something that's beyond just a demon.
Oh, it's not even a demon at this point. I think it's God's hand itself landing down, striking down on them. As this is the last round people to swap. If they do, if Team Arcannon actually makes to this round, we could possibly see a 9-3 curse. We could possibly see it, but somehow the thing 9-3 curse is not really that, you know, not really that effective anymore. But the Hunters go out though. Jay with the Blaze Storm misses his first few daggers and loses the up in the process. The upshot does not catch him as Mizern and INF mowing down people on mid, and Arcannon gets himself 2 though to even things out. But Ongi picks up the up for himself.
That's good. Like the 1-2 trades on mid were super effective. I would say that was an even trade after all, because we ended up with like a 2 versus 2 left situation, and they kind of split up their resources. But Arcannon has to play together. Both Omens have seen to the shadows, and it's not really an impactful ult, but Enos has full arsenal of utilities for that matter. Here we go. This is the smoke out CT, Garage 2, and this is the free side of C to take.
Yep, Arcannon has the spike, will go for that plant, and Ellie and Ongi will be there for that slightly retake. Yep, ult being popped out to gather information as we speak. But oh, they don't know he's TP long, but oh, he cancels it in the process. This is Eno as well. Popping it out, checks up. He knows there's 2 CT already. Paranoid being thrown out right now, but Arcannon will deny the first. Ellie though!
Oh, this is the 9-3. It is activated.
Oh, no.
Emo really clutches it out. What a game. What a round. really shout out to what's happening at mid earlier where the trade was happening really tight. INF tried its best with that double kill there, but we immediately traded out by the rest of the for Ongi's teammates. Back on it with that reset. Honestly, a 6-point deficit is not impossible.
Yeah, it's really not impossible. And so to call out that like that last round win for Team Arcanan would be a huge confidence boost coming in. Even though it's a huge deficit, but that's the round that they needed. They needed a win to push themselves forward, and yes, they got it. But we have to see right now, as you know, things are right now. Both teams are switching sides. We just have to see how Team Arcanan actually replies to this play. As we can see, the Enter missing just a few shots. It tags out Jay in the process, but Jay gets the better of him. Hunt goes out. Ongi with classic in hand. Oh, they're actually gonna rotate away. They're not gonna fully committing this.
I think they might be used to like the fast B hit kind of a thing, because that has been the meta for a lot of these games, especially when on Haven, right? On Pistol this year we kind of rush B. I can't say the other word, but yeah.
Oh, by Mizundo gets the kill onto Rostam. One of the Asian just down. Does not check where Eno is. He will get the better of him. And right now make it to a 4v3. Eno gets 2. Ongi and Acro there for the trade. 2v2. Spike is still being carried.
Oh my god, everyone on Ongi's team is so low. Sorry, our Cannon's team is so low.
And they're running away. I don't think Eno hurt them. I think he heard. Yeah, I think he hurt them.
100%. Like if we heard it on camera, we definitely heard it in real life. So this is a and Acro is ready for his teammate to come in, but this is a very early fault line. I'm not exactly sure for this, but this is just to see if Eno can get a backstab in.
Yep.
Let's see. Pushing out, INF finds him, and only one left. Eno finds that's a triple kill, but it's a killjoy that's alive. This turret is such a nuisance. He needs to tap in. INF is really healthy. He needs 2 dink from this ghost. Can he let it? He knows where Eno is right now. This is not Eno. The win, 1 paranoia up, moving straight up close. God damn it. Come on. Can Eno do it? He can't. He cannot do it. Health differential is too much for our Cannon side.
Yep, 10-3 though. 7 round advantage. 3 more rounds to close out the game. Eventually winning the whole tournament, but you can't really count out Team Arcanan just yet. I'm pretty sure there will be some sort of comeback.
Just yet.
Yep.
We believe in a 9-3 curse privacy.
We actually believe it. Although it's not working too much lately, but I still believe it. It happens. It happens in our games.
The moment it works, okay, it's already believable. So I don't care what people say.
Yeah, that is true.
Ongi's trying to play off the flashpoint coming from beach really fast. This is the B hit we're talking about that's fast, and nothing really is stopping just yet. Cannon is found, but the scan catches Ongi off guard, and Rosa gets taken out. Wow, this is actually the utilities galore. The Prowler finds a couple, everyone's tagged out, and Eno finds out, didn't check left, and he goes down, Jay with a double, and it's up on the high angle area. Jay somehow is still alive with that triple kill, and still, this is about to be over, undeniably. It's such a commanding and dominant lead by Ongi's team. You can tell the communication difference, the teamwork difference. Oh my god.
The amount of coordination for that push, even though like Ongi got picked up from the start, but they still held down their ground and still stayed true to their push. It was so convincing. It was so convincing to see, like, you know, like these attackers having that kind of confidence and trust between each other. You know, in terms of pushing a side like B. You know, B is very compact. It's you have 2 angles to watch out for. But right now they're going for the same push again. Look at that. Smoke's been thrown out already. Prowler being sent out to deny the push. But not really committing just yet. They're trying to bait out all the utilities. There's 2 Prowlers being used already and 1 flash being thrown out as well. Fault line needs time to recharge. Jay will get the kill to first love.
A paranoia is actually wasted to try to defend our B side as well as 2 Prowlers like you mentioned. This is absolutely huge. Team Ongi is baiting out every single utility from our Cannon side in order to ensure a smoother entry. And you know what's the cherry on top? Our Cannon lost the chamber in the midst of that.
Oh, they lost the breach as well! Ongi across the map! Oh god. He's not looking too good. Haunt goes out. Does not scan Rostam, but Seas goes through. The flash goes through as well. Seas will hold them back for a bit, but they will run it in. And Arcanan will get the better of Jay though. The whole thing doesn't matter as Ellie with the Spectre takes Arcana away. But will be there for the trade, and Rostam left alone alive as Ongi will finish up the job. 12-3 match point, series point for Team Ongi.
It's bleak. The lights are closing. The curtains are down, and spirits are in complete disarray for our cannon side as every single plan falls to shred. Ongi is one-upping them. Honestly, there's not even one up at this point. It's 6 up, 7 up for that matter. And I'm not talking about the soda. These guys have every single thing going on for them. Ongi is just top-notch right now. And I'm talking about the team. Here you go. They try to gamble onto B again. If they really want to push out window, it's a fake though. No one is there. And First Love is ready to see. Yeah, they could just confirm it's a C hit.
Yep, the fault line and flashes go through, and it's all left to this retake to Arcana getting the first kill. Will he get the second one though as INF on the cross on the side, and Nelly as well getting the kill. Arcana, they're fully flashed, but First Love and Eno doing wonders with the Guardian as Ongi will therefore character Eno. First Love will get the kill on the Ongi as well, but 1v2 with INF.
They're coming up back behind. It's 69 HP for INF, and a spray down is good by Acro to keep the team alive for one more round.
Acro, the hero, the savior of that round.
Man of the hour.
The man of the hour, really.
Like, how many points to try to bring overtime? 8, right? Yeah,
yep.
This is they gotta do 8 flawless defense, I'd say. And knowing that they don't even have real ultimates to counter this, with one nightfall from Ellie and everything might just go south. This is still a very precarious situation for our cannon.
Yep. As we do see Acro 1 point left away from that Rolling Thunder though. So just to see how this goes out and how this plays out as well. Still match point for the set team Mongi, and they're going for the rush. Prowler goes out on the short already. Arcanen hiding onto a long fault line, stuns him, but did not get to stun him. But Ellie will take him clean up before that stun even happened.
Who needs the stun, right?
Yeah, who needs the stun?
Get dash away in time. This is the lay down. Jay is gone. This is a return Rolling Thunder. But still, Ongi is up on heaven. He takes out 2. And that's rudimental in trying to bring them up to this final victory. This is the home stretch. There's only 2 members left for our cannon side.
He will not get the better of it as Ongi will be there for that trade. And Eno will taste the last bullet from INF. And he closes out the round 3-0. What a grand final. What a dominating performance coming from Team Ongi.
Yep, ladies and gentlemen, this is it. I think our cannon has reached finally at the end of the line where he can't put anything on the board for Ongi's side because Ongi has just been continuously mowing through them with every single strategy and every single plan that is just much more superior on Ongi's side. What a game it is. We don't see map 4, we don't see map 5, and I think on Ongi's side, absolutely deserving. They deserve every single credit, every single round win because execution just looks so impeccable.
I mean, I don't think impeccable is gonna be the word of today. I think it should be how dominant it is. You know, like how every time they enter onto site, it's just with the moment they enter site, everything on the side of team Arcana just falls apart. Everything starts crumbling down. There's no even though they did not commit it first yet, like they bait out all the utilities, all the prowlers, all the flashpoints, all the fault lines being used. They know that all the utils being used out is not even connecting on them, and that's their chance. Then they find that opening, they burst onto site, and you know the site is just there. It's like they took site every single round without any utilities to push them back.
I agree. I mean, when it came down to like not even 1 versus 1 situations, like the opening sites, right, where sometimes Arcana like just gets 1 or 2 kills, but they couldn't hold that man advantage. When you go into those weird angles, like for example, Ongi made a free teleport up on A Heaven and somehow got 2 kills. Like that's not a mistake that should ever happen for that matter. Like it's just absolutely free. You can tell the communication breakdown from our cannon side was yeah, it was just pretty despairing to see that because I think spirits and mental energy was on the down low for that because you really lost 2 in a row. So I understand how could it be taxing in the best of 5 series too. So The tenacity has to be earned and didn't just go in the way of our Cannon. But we can definitely do better in the future because, hey, he still made it all the way to the grand finals. And that's a feat in itself.
Yeah, and this is only the first ever Berryfam TTV tournament. You know, there should be more. There still be more. I hope so. You know, production. I mean, if production wants to host more, hey, more chances for any other streamers that wants to participate. We're more gladly to welcome everyone into openness to join the tournament, as we can see all the wonderful streamers that played in this tournament, including Soulberry herself. You know, the founder herself is playing in the tournament with a team. And, you know, it's just happy to see on how things ended. But right now, hey, Team Ongi 3-0 dominating fashion on the grand finals. And, you know, there's nothing much for me to say, actually. Like, I'm just speechless on how they executed everything.
Yep, that's it. We want to bring in the leader of Team Ongi himself, which is Ongi, to hear a couple of words for a winner's interview. So let's welcome in Ongi, my man. How do you feel about that victory?
Hi. Oh, definitely a very good feeling, of course, to win first prize in Berryfam's tournament. This is like my first or second tournament to win first in my whole Valorant career. Yeah.
Which means we want to know what's your win rate.
My win rate in what? In tourney or
yeah.
Win rate I think not that good, maybe 60, 50, 50 like that.
Hey, that's fine. If anyone is above like 50 or 60 in general, that's already pretty high because no one can win first every single time, right?
True.
It's still pretty high. So it's good to hear that you have had competitive experience before coming into this. And it really shows because your teamwork and your execution is almost always close to perfect. When we see it comes down to those skirmishes, right? On a macro view, it seems that your team really kept it really well together. So tell me some of your secrets. Like how did it amount to those success?
Honestly, we have never screamed or anything together before, but I think it is because we are quite experienced, not to say very experienced with tournaments, but if we were able to adapt with each other and execute together. Yep.
So it's all about the positionings, where it was at that point of time, and then just inform your teammate what the callouts is, and then just perform accordingly. Because it is all about adapting. Yeah, I get it.
Yep.
And I have a question. Like, for the first two maps, right? For Ascent and Icebox, you know, we see a very back and forth kind of rounds going on. You know, like, and eventually, I think there is some rounds where I think Team Arcanon had the lead. When they had the lead and things are going back and forth, you know, it's gonna be full-on pressure because everyone wants to have that round advantage. But you overcame that. I want to know, how do you overcome that pressure? You know, having those close rounds.
Okay, so when they have the lead, right, I would like to shout out my teammate, TM Nif. He was the one who was controlling all of us and calling out the shots. He'll be like, oh, Ongi, you got to smoke here, and then Ellie, you got to pick that, like that. Yeah, he keep us control, and you know, our posture is very good, lah. Yeah.
Oh, so he's a true IGL, huh?
Yeah.
Okay, so talk to me a little bit about the Haven map where. Was it Haven? Sorry, Icebox, where it was 8-4 earlier, right?
Yes.
Was it Icebox? Yeah. So how well, you know that Arcana has gotten that lead over there. How did that comeback actually start to happen?
8-4. How the comeback started?
Yeah, you were down 4, you know, and then you just close it up.
Honestly, we just follow what I mean. We already know what our roles are, so which is quite a beneficial thing to come as like we don't know each other, right? So when we know our roles, then we know what to do already. So and we already know our positioning, where we are going. Like example, me Viper, I'm just going to wall A, and then I'm just going to go B to maybe smoke up a little bit, help my chamber, you know.
Okay.
Yeah. So we were really composed during even though we are losing 8-4. Yeah.
Very, very nice. So is there any particular moment of these three maps that you want to inform us about what actually went down or something that memorable that just happened?
Memorable. Okay, so when we were winning Haven, suddenly all of my teammates, at one of the rounds, we suddenly talk about FIFA. And then one of our teammates got the Mexico or Brazil jersey wrong. They thought it was blue color, but it was yellow and green. It was Brazil's jersey. Yeah. One of them was like, hey, what is the Brazil's jersey? Is it blue and white? Then I'm like, no, bro, that's Argentina, man. Something like that, yeah.
No, Brazil got griefed.
Yeah.
I think that is one of the commendable stuff. I could say like I mean, even though in the tournament environment, and you guys were be able to have fun doing comms and while in the tournament as well. But nonetheless, I mean, I have one more question though. Like, if you would give the MVP, if there was an MVP award, who would you give that award to in your team?
MVP. You go to my Jet TM JXYE. He's giving us a lot of space, and then Icebox he played Reyna also, and then Chamber he played Chamber on SN. He really like can frag lah. Honestly, he took out so much of the burden for the team. Yeah.
Is his name actually JXYE or is it J?
Yeah.
We want to know. We actually want to know. How do you pronounce his name?
Because we called him J throughout the whole
We just
tournament.
call him J. It's so much easier. What's his name? Is it actually JXYE?
I just call him from what agent he picked lah. Yeah. His name is
Jet.
Joel, I think.
Oh, Joel? Okay.
Yeah.
Makes sense. Well, that's one last question for me. Any last shout-outs or call-outs you want to make?
Me?
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Berryfam, for hosting this type of tournament, which helps us streamers to upgrade our setup lah. Yeah, that's basically it. I will totally upgrade a lot of my setup, honestly, thanks to this Berryfam tournament.
This is
Really
why
huge thanks, man.
you guys better start tuning in, okay, for his stream, okay, on twitch.tv/0NGGY, where he now walks away with that 2,000 ringgit in berries, and of course their teammates walk away with a lot more. 2,000 ringgit first. The teammate walks away with berries as well as those loot boxes, and that's about it. Thank you very
so
much for joining
guys.
joining this tournament and also this interview. Go celebrate with your teammate, man. You absolutely deserve it.
Thank you. Alright, bye guys.
See you around.
Bye. See you around.
Dude, so how, man? Like, he got 2,000, but to be fair, Arcana also walks away $1,000.
Yep.
And that's still pretty good in all things considered. Making it their way all through like the first round, then semi-finals, quarterfinals. It's a lot of things to bring it up to this grand final. So we really, really hand it to both of them for making all the way this far. And also the rest of this team that actually participated in the BerryfamTS inaugural Twitch.tv tournament team side. Wow, I actually really enjoyed it so far.
Yeah, and I mean, in this tournament, we get to see like Berryfam streamers in general, actually play in a tournament. We always see them stream and play unrated ranked games, but this time we're seeing them play in an actual tournament. For the likes of a few familiar faces, watching Abyss, our fellow caster, and Combat Baby, Soulberry herself. It's Timo, our homie. He's playing in the tournament as well. Charmaine, a lot of familiar faces in the Berryfam scene.
Shout out Boros also.
Yeah, shout out Boros, man. Boros, hey, your team and you yourself got my respect, dude. I salute you for playing that well, even though like you're from Australia and you're playing in a way like, hey, like I totally respect that, like 100%, hands down. You play really well as well.
Yeah, I mean, it gave us a lot of like entertainment value along with the rest of the team. It gave us very good production value as well in order to hopefully bring you more tournaments in the future. I mean, we are a production team after all. There will be tournaments. It's just a matter of what kind of the title is, and we hope to see you guys there. So before we want to wrap this out, big shout out again, Salty for making this possible, being our main sponsor, and also Path.io for partnering with us. It is awesome. I think me and Shadow Banjo, I gotta call it out. So Banjo, what do you want to say to close this? Oh.
Say what?
Imagine him is wait, where did you put it in production?
Yeah.
Oh my god. Production is like
production trolling us for a bit.
Production troll. But yeah. Okay.
Okay. So, whoever wants to form their own team on the next Twitch.tv tournament, they can be a streamer themselves and apply, and terms and conditions are all applied. Berryfam Twitch tournament cash reward is only for the streamers only, okay? This tournament, specifically, the cash reward is only for the streamers, alright? So none of the teammates will get it. Your teammates will be getting other rewards beside that cash prize, and hopefully everyone understands that. But nonetheless, this is a great day. Best surprise is, unfortunately, we couldn't get to see 5 maps, and it's also one of the best days of my life. Get to be beside Xeno Viper himself again. You know, after a very, very long time, it's been a privilege. It's been a satisfying moment. Hell of a time.
Awesome, dude. Yeah, it's awesome, guys. To stick around with a really good duo. I mean, Shadow Banjo, it's good to be back on the desk with you as well. So yeah, you just gotta keep in mind that the Twitch.tv tournaments, the prize actually does go to the streamer only. If the streamer wants to distribute the amount to the team members, that's up to them. But in terms of accounting side, we have to give it to the streamer first. So just to keep that in mind. So yeah, that's it. I think it will be done. Thank you so much once again for tuning with us in this channel. It's been yours truly, Xeno Viper, and an awesome Shadow Banjo. We will see you in the future for more tournaments by Berryfam and Team Salty. Have a good night. Thank you for all the teams for participating with us, and we'll see you next time.